So I have been fiddling around with my mic again. I think well, actually, you know what? This is probably better to say, when Mina's in, because it's going to be mic-related and probably something she should be aware of as well, because I have been fiddling around with it. Yeah. I don't know, usually I have a little, oh god, I forget the word. Oh god, the bit's failing. Fuck it. Fuck it. Abandon the bit. How well, Mina?
Oh, wow.
Whom's died? What happened?
Someone's dead.
Someone's dead, yeah. I'm still
No.
I'm still of the opinion it's praise a lot, but we'll
It's a
see.
good thing that crime operates on a double or nothing rule in this country.
It sure is. Yeah, fuck, I almost multiple times thought of it as like, oh, it's like double jeopardy, but I was like, wait, no, that's not what that means.
Yeah, sorry, no. In order for it to be double jeopardy, you would have to say who is murdered.
True. Oh, yeah, before we start, so I heard back the VOD yesterday. I think the mic levels were a bit better. Basically, I lowered the input sound from Windows and kept the rest of my settings, and I think it was definitely better. Basically, like, the problem I'm having is, like, just adjusting the gain feels like it's not really, like, achieving what I want, which is I want to take the top end of my sound and lower it, specifically, to, like, plateau it as much as I can. But, like, the thing is that the way that, like, I may be misunderstanding the compressor too, because, like, yeah, I'm not an audio person, but, like, the compressor seems to be tapering that off a bit, but I don't know if it does it proportional to the increase in sound, if that makes sense. So, like,
yeah, I got what you mean.
If you hit a limit and you go over it, is the rate at which it is made quieter proportional to how much it's over that, or the total sound? I have to imagine it's the first, but yeah, I'm definitely getting into that area of just, like, this is out of my expertise, and I really need, like, assistance of some kind trying to get this thing settled.
From someone who's, like, a professional, like, sound technician.
Yeah,
or even just a seasoned streamer, yeah.
Exactly, like, someone who just knows that filter can just tell me, like, oh, you're trying to do this?
You need to find this. You need to find the specific Reddit thread that answers your question.
Yeah, and if that isn't literally, like, half of my job except on Stack Overflow instead of Reddit, yeah. All that to say, I'm still adjusting stuff with the microphone. I think it's generally better now. I've just got to find, like, I'm going to be tweaking it from here on out a lot, so I'm hoping this sounds a bit better. I brought it down from yesterday even, because I think it peaked a bit too much. Hopefully I can find a happy medium and, like, bring the general sound up and then just flatten out the top end, but figure that out over time. Like, we're gonna figure out who's died. Like, honestly, I'm kind of surprised they're like, oh, no, okay. Because on one hand, I'm like, what's the point of even doing this if you're just gonna be like, well, now she's double guilty, put them to death? But because they see, like, obviously just figuring out that it and establishing that it is her is important, but they also treat the court cases as rights for the dead, specifically. So they, even if they had her dead to rights, they would still go through it to obviously put the dead at ease. That, you know, the person who killed them is getting what they deserve. So yeah, I actually convinced myself mid sentence, like, oh yeah, no, they would definitely still go through with this. Though I do
Thank
wonder.
God for religious exemptions.
Though I do wonder how much leeway Phoenix is going to be given to explore this new case, but oh well, actually, I do know. It's probably going to be enough with with an extra person following us to make sure we're not up to shit.
Yeah, with an extra special God's chosen girl.
Yep, God's favorite princess.
The Holy Mother's favorite princess and the most interesting woman in the world.
Yep. What do I do now? Can't believe Maya and I were actually found guilty. You're lucky it's been a weak game, otherwise I'd be like, why the fuck are we doing this again?
Yeah, exactly. See, I have to remind myself, like manually remind myself every once in a while. These are games made for handhelds. Most people, like their target audience are Japanese businessmen and children playing this on their commute to work or school. Like,
yeah, 100%.
They expect people to stop when they hit a save point and not play for 6 hours at least. So
yeah, exactly. It reminds me of Toby Fox being like, okay, when you finish chapter 3, like, set it down for a bit, and then go into chapter 4. And then I saw the ending of chapter 3, and I went, you bastard, man. Like, are you kidding me?
I don't know if I can do that, Toby.
Yeah,
This trial need not be drawn out any longer. The defense has failed to counter the charge filed by the prosecution. In accordance with the law, I invoke the Defense Culpability Act against the defense. Now then. This court finds the accused, Maya Fey, and the defense, Phoenix Wright.
It went exactly like that.
Mr. Wright?
I'll be.
I saw the whole trial. What's gonna happen to Miss Maya now?
I'm worried about that too. Right now. Oof. Did the loading screen have to be completely white? Jesus.
Flashbanged by loading.
Yeah, really. I have one more thing to report, Prosecutor Sadmadi. Yes. Oh, excuse me. You know, I didn't realize that there's actually two pretty tall men with hair in massive braids that I was
You have a type, perhaps.
Apparently. Yes. This dagger. It bears the fingerprints of Maya Fey on it. Right now, I need to focus on the next trial.
The murder of Acolyte Zalot, right?
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, you called it.
Yeah. At least the jury is still out on that one, so to speak. Two murders are most likely connected. If I can get to the bottom of Acolyte Zalot's murder. They didn't say it in that scene. Like, this is actually establishing who it is, right?
Yeah, they just said another person was murdered.
I'm kind of surprised they didn't make a bigger deal out of, like, revealing the name. It might give me the ammunition I need to overturn Maya's guilty verdict.
Let me help you investigate. I want to assist you any way I can.
I appreciate it, Albie, but we're talking about a murder.
Yeah, but it's going to be hard for a foreigner to investigate this on his own.
You have a point there. I wish I knew what to do. Oh. Isn't that... Your benevolence? Princess Rafa?
Oh, it is you again. The dead lawyer walking, guilty of abetting a murder under the Defense Culpability Act.
Ugh. See, she hasn't lost any of her charm. Why the long face? I thought you'd be glad I was found guilty under the DC Act.
I am in no mood to take joy in your suffering. For I was unable to defeat you and had to leave the job to others. I failed in my sacred duty as the royal priestess.
I guess that answers my question.
Have I misunderstood the voice of the Mitama yet again? This cannot be.
All I did was defend my client. Can't bear to see her looking so sad like this, though.
Her dad mode engaged.
Yeah, really. Your benevolence. Your benevolence?
Oh, barbed head. I thought you had already begun your journey to the Twilight Realm.
I'm not dead yet. I still have an investigation to do for tomorrow's trial.
What's this? Do you mean to say you have not given up yet?
That's right. I'm going to prove Maya innocent tomorrow.
But why? Why do you refuse to give up? I cannot fathom such obstinacy. Investigate all you want. I care not.
You really don't mind? But aren't you worried that a lawyer backed into a corner by the DCA Act might do something desperate, like forge evidence? Phoenix, why would...
He's trying to cheer her up, okay?
No, that tracks, actually. That is my... Thank you, Cookie. Also, hi.
This is him trying to reverse psychology her into being like, do you want some company? You seem like you're going through it.
Yeah.
What's this?
If left unsupervised, I'd be free to do whatever I wanted, you know? Okay, now to see if she takes the bait.
Yes, I see your point. Barbed head.
Yes?
I know what happened yesterday. You perpetrated some sort of fraud or other misdeed while I was not watching.
Huh?
That explains why I misunderstood the voice of the High Priest Soul.
Anything to avoid introspection.
The option select.
Yep.
Yes, of course, that's the only explanation.
I was just trying to cheer her up. Now she thinks even less of me.
I must not allow you to sully our sacred hall of justice with your misdeeds ever again. Therefore, today, I will be monitoring your every move once more.
Yippee.
I will not fail to spot your misdeeds this time. The moment I see anything out of the ordinary, I will send you straight to prison. And you, boy, do not throw your lot in with this foreign devil. But your benevolence...
It's okay, Albie. You don't need to worry about me. I'll be back before you know it. But first, I should probably lighten my load a bit. Albie, would you mind holding on to some evidence for me?
Of course not. I'm always glad to help.
Unnecessary evidence unloaded onto Albie.
May the Holy Mother's blessing be upon you.
Okay, we've only got one page. Yes. Plumed Punisher keychain, very important. Wow, we threw away a lot of stuff. Now then, scene of the crime is a logical place to start. If I recall correctly, the body was found at the Plaza of Devotion. Yep, probably in the exact same pose we saw him in last time. Rafa will be looking like the Apollo stare emote by the end of this investigation. Yeah.
I would love to see that. That'd be so funny.
Looks like the police already finished their investigation. To think someone would be killed here. Place devoted to prayer. Body outline and flowers? Did someone leave them here in the memory of the deceased? And there's something different about the prayer flags today. Huh. There's a purple one.
As the High Priest disciple, Acolyte Zalon was utterly devoted to his training. First the High Priest, and now his devoted disciple. Maya Fey will pay for this.
As I keep trying to tell you, Maya has nothing to do with any of this.
And you can prove this. How?
What do you think I'm doing here? Gathering dirt and dust for the trial?
Guilty people say what?
What?
I knew it. You and your smart mouth. This is precisely why you and your lawyerly ilk are so reviled.
Hey, Mr. Wright? Oh, Emma. Emma?
That detective from your country again. Oh, it's the princess. You seem displeased that I am here. Oh, no, don't be silly. Mr. Wright, I'm so sorry about what happened to Maya.
It's not your fault, Emma. You were just doing your job. And if I had just done mine...
Mr. Wright.
It's no use crying over spilt milk. Would you mind telling me what you know about the murder? It's do or die in court tomorrow, and I mean that literally.
Gladly. I'll be of help in any way I can. Remember, I have my eyes on the both of you, so see to it that you commit no misdeeds. Of course not. Talking to a professional here.
Alrighty. Acolyte Zalot died bent over in prayer. There's no trace of blood on the ground, though. The fact that there's so little bleeding could mean it was a single stab to a vital point. Not that that would have been very difficult, considering the position he was in. Let's start with this, actually. This prayer flag looks much newer than the rest. Your benevolence? What does it say here?
The dearest wishes of our subjects are written upon these prayer flags. Reading the prayers of others is considered rude, but if you must know... It says, at the usual spot, bring grub, the key, too. That is one of the more direct and practical prayers I have ever seen.
I wonder if it's even a prayer. Interesting. I'll be said these are called prayer flags, and the prayers written on them are carried throughout the kingdom by the wind. Now, if I were to pray for something, it would be for me to not get dragged into any more trouble than I already have been. Oh, I'm sorry, Phoenix, there's at least like 2 more cases in this game. You're gonna be dragged into it, buddy. Acolyte Zalot was killed in a prayer pose. With his head bent over like that, the last thing he saw must have been this rug.
It is a prayer rug woven by devout monks. May the Holy Mother's blessing be upon his departed soul.
Strange that there are no bloodstains, though.
Perhaps it was so cold his blood froze. Or perhaps it was absorbed by his vestment.
It is pretty cold. Maybe the blood really did just freeze inside his body. Not completely buying that he was stabbed yet. I don't think we have a report, though, yet. Maybe we should talk to Emma before we do anything, then. Let's see. How about starting with an overview of what happened?
Sure. The victim is praised a lot. He was the High Priest's disciple. His body was discovered around noon today. Right after the rite wrapped up.
So, during the High Priest's murder trial.
That's right. Apparently he had been here praying since the day before the rite even started. Talk about serious devotion.
Yeah, I barely lasted a few minutes. Oh, no,
This is a picture of Zalot's body.
That's a stab. That dagger in his upper back looks like it would have been particularly painful. Is that a tattoo on the back of his neck? It's peach-shaped?
Everyone started leaving when the praying was finally done. But the victim remained bent over in prayer, and then when they went to go check on him...
They discovered he was dead, right? So, during prayer, someone stabbed him. Jesus Christ. I'm surprised there was no one... Well, I mean, we haven't... I'd be surprised if there are no witnesses at all. Pretty fucking hard to pull off.
Yeah.
But then again, like, I guess, like, at the least, there's probably no direct witnesses, because if everyone is as devout as they have been portrayed to be, they'd all be looking at the rug and not really paying attention to what's around them. A lot more focus on prayer. Killed in the Plaza of Devotion, he has a peach-shaped tattoo on the nape of his neck.
Yeah, the estimated time of death is May 9th, sometime between start of the rite and the discovery of the High Priest's body. In other words, we believe the crime took place during the purification rite. And the murder weapon was the same ceremonial dagger that killed the High Priest. The prosecution believes Maya Fey came down the stairs after killing the High Priest. And then stabbed Mr. Zalot with the same dagger.
Circumstantial evidence does point to Maya, but... what about the cause of death?
He apparently died instantly from the dagger that was thrust into his upper back. Here's the autopsy report.
Thank you. Cause of death was a spinal cord injury from being stabbed in the upper back by a bladed weapon.
Estimated time of death, you say? How can you know such a thing?
Let me quickly give that a look.
Some manner of arcane witchcraft?
Spinal cord injury from a stab wound to his back. The weapon is thought to be the Warbard dagger. Same weapon used to kill the High Priest. Okay, yeah, not much of anything. Estimated time of death, 4 AM, 5 AM. Didn't Emma just say May 9th? Oh, is May 9th sometime between the start of the rite. So yeah, it would have begun the rite began on May 9th, ended May 10th. Okay.
I want to know. Well, Barbed Head, out with it. Ah, so the Princess of the Spirit Medium Kingdom is interested in forensic science. I have no interest in science, forensic or otherwise. Nevertheless, I will someday be queen. As such, it would be wise to know what silly things the common folk believe in. Nothing silly about it. Oh, how do you know? Even Prosecutor Assad Mahdi holds forensics in high regard. Does he? Perhaps I should not underestimate the power of science. Still, I suppose there's nothing much compared to the divination seance.
Yes, we've all seen how very reliable that is.
She really doesn't have an adorable bone in her body.
Emma, I think she's actually interested. Would you mind explaining it to her?
She's like, kids today are too tsundere. Back in my day, they were dere kudere.
Emma, what the fuck are you talking about?
You'll understand when you're older. I guess I have to know. Okay. There are many ways to estimate the time of death. But the most well-known method uses change in body temperature. Interesting. Body temperature drops at a steady rate from the moment a person dies. That means we can tell how long someone's been dead by measuring their temperature. I see. That was quite enlightening. Barbed Head, present your forehead now.
What? Why?
You touched a little over 95 degrees.
How could you tell that?
It seems you are not dead yet.
Of course I'm not.
It was but a jest. After all, you were still the dead lawyer walking.
I failed to see the humor in any of this. Were there any witnesses? So many people here at the plaza, you'd think somebody would have seen something.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? But we haven't found a single witness.
How's that even possible?
Because everyone was bent over, utterly devoted to prayer, and naturally.
Oh, right. The back-shattering pose that nearly killed me. Still, you'd think someone would have noticed something.
I thought so too, but... The monk's scarf he had on, no one could see the dagger on his upper back. Plus, everyone was so absorbed in prayer, they didn't see or hear anything.
I can't believe this.
What you choose to believe is your choice, but the fact remains there were no witnesses. However, there is one piece of irrefutable evidence, the dagger. Sadly, yes.
Murder.
Murder.
Could you tell me about the murder weapon?
The killer used the Warbod dagger, the legendary weapon of Lady Kira. It was discovered and impaled in the victim's upper back. The accused's fingerprints were found on the dagger, were they not? Yes, they were.
Said to have been used by Lady Kira.
With such irrefutable evidence, there is no questioning the accused's guilt.
Not so fast. What about motive? Maya had no reason to kill Acolytes a lot.
What do the police think about this matter?
Motive... Maya had no reason to kill Acolyte Zalot.
So you say, but let's now hear what the police think about the matter. The police believe...
Lomel. Sorry, go on.
The police believe Maya is the Lady Kira figure who has been battling the rebels.
But, get out of here.
Since Mr. Zalat was the disciple of the High Priest, who turned out to be a rebel. He, too, was likely a rebel, and therefore met the same untimely demise as his teacher. Yeah, that's how the police currently view the crime.
There's no way Maya is that Lady Kira vigilante.
Agree on a personal level, but the police are just going with what today's trial concluded.
I really blew it in court today.
You're being so hard on yourself, Phoenix. How are you supposed to know that the prosecution was setting a cunning trap for you?
So these flowers are left in memory of Acolyte Zalat? What are they called?
They are known as a Namanda, and they are given to express sorrow when a life is lost.
Seems offering flowers in memory of the dead is a universal practice. Expresses heartfelt sympathy. Okay. That message on the prayer flag seems a little weird, but I think I've seen everything there is to see around here.
You have not found or heard anything of particular worth. Are you ready to give up?
No, I'm not calling it quits yet.
Does it look like you have any hope of winning, Mr. Wright?
Emma. I can't really say at this point. All I know is I have to keep investigating.
What are you two sneaks up to? I would advise you to get back to work if you are done here, detective. Otherwise, I will report you to Prosecutor Sadmadhi for dereliction of duty. I'm going. Well, see you later, Mr. Wright. And good luck.
I should really pay a visit to everyone in every place connected with this case. Go everywhere. Can we go back up to the inner sanctum? Sure can. Though, yeah, no one really here to talk to. Oh, High Priest's house. That'd be interesting. Hello? I'm sorry to bother you again, but...
I get to voice so many weird women in this case, I love it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, it's you. Barbed head. You are not contemplating casting suspicion upon Lady Belieb, are you?
I just walked in the room. Please.
She lost her beloved husband and now Acolyte Zalat, who was like a son to her.
Of course I'm not. But since she was close to both victims, I wanted to hear what she has to say.
Very well.
And then there's the fact that Lady Kira didn't attack Miss Inmi. That probably means she isn't a rebel.
Is this about poor Pere? Well, I'm sorry, but I don't think I can talk about that right now.
But what about Maya? She's innocent.
Maya? I heard she was found guilty. First my dear husband, and now Pere.
Miss Inmi, you don't really believe that Maya is the killer, do you?
I don't know.
Sorry, real quick. Huh. It's almost the same shape, but upside down as the, markings on, Mr. and Me.
Mr. Most interesting. But that was the verdict, so what else can I believe? What am I to do?
The verdict was already reached in your husband's case, but the truth of the matter is yet to be found.
How can you be so sure?
Because I believe that Maya is innocent. That is all I have right now. My faith in her. So, please, help me understand what happened.
So, you're defending her based solely on faith? Even though you'll be punished for abetting the accused?
That's right.
Alright then. Your faith has moved me. I will tell you what I can.
Yippee.
Are you sure about this, Lady Believe? My lovely wife is also a devout follower of Koreanism. As such, she is not one to make light of another's faith. But if I find that you have lied about your faith in Maya Fey's innocence, I shall curse your entire family and all your disciples for the next 8 generations.
Hey, leave Athena and Apollo alone, buddy. Just snaps back into place.
I love this character. She's so fucking weird, despite being the stock archetype of the mourning widower. They give her so many eccentric quirks.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, imagining the photo session that led to these pictures, yeah. Well, what are you going to use these for, darling? Don't worry, I have a plan. Actually, I just pulled all of these from other shots we've taken over the years. Why is there one of him looking particularly evil? I didn't even have an answer for that before I posed that my question myself.
We took a variety of photos for his remembrance picture, just in case he dies horrifically and has to strike vengeance from upon the grave.
He's been so moved by the plume
Punisher.
The plumed Punisher, that he ended up taking some headshots. He wanted to be an actor one day. How did Acolyte Zalot end up living here as your husband's disciple?
About 2 years ago, when my husband was at a spiritual retreat in the mountains.
2 years ago, huh?
He came across Puree collapsed on the ground. That's when he brought him here. You were always one to help those in need, weren't you, dear?
And he'd been living here ever since? About 2 years ago. It's around the same time Maya arrived in Khura'in.
Yes, he was born in a poor village and had nowhere to call home. My husband felt pity for the boy, so he took him in as his disciple. But not only as his disciple, he was likely a member of our he was like a member of our family too.
I see. This is where Acolyte Zalot lived. There might be something I could learn about him lying around here. Now can I examine the picture that was just him? Nope. Okay.
So, what's your vibe check right now, Orphe? Who's the criminal? Who's the culprit?
I genuinely don't know. I feel like it might still be the rebel dude. Like I don't know.
That's a rebel.
Yeah. That, oh, fucking hell, I forgot that was his name. I don't buy the High Priest is a rebel. I feel like okay, couple of things. We were led to that as a conclusion in the last trial, and that does benefit Sadmati's stance, which makes me think, okay, that may be something we need to undermine, either because it is literally incorrect or it's not the entire story. We still haven't found out the exact circumstances with which the letter ended up in this place, which is very important because an arrow was involved. I still think that letter was meant for someone else than the High Priest.
Right.
It's possible that, like, maybe... Well, hell, it's possible that Praise-a-Lot might be a rebel. Like, from a narrative and, like, emotional standpoint, that would cause some conflict, and, like, you know, maybe there was a misunderstanding of why the letter ended up there, and then confrontation trying to... Yeah, I don't know. There's still a lot of vagary here. Top of my list is Dasa Rebel. Next on the list would probably be Praise-a-Lot. And the particular reason why is, honestly, the tattoo. Because this for some reason, this reads to me like a Mormon who went out on their I forget the name of it, but they actually go out into modern society and
like
live
the pilgrimage or whatever.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that. It's giving me that vibe. Not that he did something equivalent, but rather that I would bet that that is not something a devotee to this religion would traditionally get, which makes me think either A, he's a rebel, or B, he's a bit laxer on things, despite being as devout as he is.
Right.
So something's off there. I don't know if that makes him... That would make him the rebel. I don't think that makes him the culprit. But it would complicate things, I think, in a very tragic way, where, like, he ends up getting the High Priest and himself killed trying to mess with things. I don't know. There's something to that I feel like would ring true here. But that's generally where I'm at. Yes. Oh, and that's the Rebel's no longer in my profiles.
They only had the headshot for his disguise as an anonymous TBD.
And we also threw away... Oh, we threw away the fucking... Oh. We threw away all the evidence related to him. That significantly narrows down possible culprits. Oh, and I can't ask the question I want to ask because that's spoilers, but I'm sitting here wondering, is there a reason other than he is unrelated to the unfolding of the case that you would remove the evidence?
All I'll say is there have been times in the past where evidence was unloaded temporarily and then put back into your inventory later.
Yeah, that is true. Like, we could end up... It could end up being not exactly evidence law, but... Oh, actually, we realize this is... Well, Albie's literally holding all of it, so we could just turn to him and go, hey, actually, give me back these things, and they come back into... Yeah, okay. Huh. But clearly the game is like they're not doing that by accident. Like, even if that evidence was to come back, there's a reason it's not here now, and I feel like it's probably to narrow my focus onto this incident specifically, which honestly is kind of smart. Like, don't confuse the player and have, like, 3 pages of evidence and then pile on even more.
Yeah, rise from the ashes.
Yeah. Realizing that has actually thrown me for a loop now. I'm actually really... this is probably the most confused I've been, in a good way, about what is going on. like, the verdict in the last case I don't buy, and thus I have to question the circumstances that allow it to be true, to be the view of the judge. But what and why is the big question, and I don't have much of a grasp on that at the moment.
Very interesting.
Yeah, so I guess, long and short of it, I don't fucking know. This is...
IDK.
Yeah, I don't know. Photo of the High Priest, his wife, Acolyte Zalot, and Maya. Oh. She's wearing a Steel Samurai thing.
She genuinely looks very cute when she's not in mourning.
Yeah. Since Maya's in it. Must have been taken the day before the rite. Should ask Miss Inmi about it. Also, sir, are you good? That... Oh, is that like a dish prepared in the shape of the fucking mountain? I can't tell if that's comically large meal for him, or if someone has, like, constructed it that way, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Photo. A picture of Maya and the High Priest's family taken during the Feast of Blessings on the day before the rite.
To think that this would be their final family photo. That no-good Maya Fey has some nerve. I mean, here she is, posing with the two men whom she would soon kill.
I beg to differ. I see this photo as proof that she didn't kill them.
That smile of hers does not fool me. I sense a deep and abiding malice behind it.
I'll prove Maya's smile is the real deal. I've been getting shorts of people going to restaurants and getting the most decadent shit that would destroy me before I even get to finish. Like I saw an entire double fried... Jesus Christ, yeah.
Right? I do love that Maya has just become that bitch eating crackers to Rayfa.
Yeah, that's true.
Look at her enjoying that family meal. She must be ready to kill them. But she's plotting murder behind that joyful smile. Well, Barbed Head, it appears you are quite fond of rummaging through garbage.
I just thought there might be some other important piece of evidence in here.
Oh, is that right?
Look, I'm not doing this for fun. Really. Doesn't look like there's anything else of interest in here. Yeah, just the envelope still. I do appreciate that, like, everything I've examined before is still ticked.
Yeah.
Still samurai. Ooh. This game looks kind of like checkers or chess.
You mean to say you have never heard of Kachudamal? I had heard people describe it as Kurainese chess.
So, two players take turns moving their pieces in a bid to capture the other's king?
Not quite. In Kachudamal, the object is the utter annihilation of your opponent. Furthermore, each piece has a special move that can only be used once per game.
Special moves? Sounds like a game right up Maya's alley. You got a I get it. Thank you, Cookie. Hey, what the fuck? What is this scary-looking spiky thing?
It is a floor cushion for heightening a practitioner's mental focus. Your ignorance astounds me, and there's not a soul in Kurain who would not recognize this.
A floor cushion? You mean you're supposed to sit on this?
How else would you suggest it be used?
It looks like a torture device to me. I really thought there was going to be a spiky haired joke in there somewhere. Pictures of the Queen and her husband, the Justice Minister of Kurain.
Yes, my mother and my father. What do you think? Do they not possess an awe-inspiring air?
Oh, terrifying is more the word I would use.
Well,
Yes, they are very awe-inspiring. Okay. What else to... Did I have more to talk to her about? No. I've already searched here, but never hurts to take another look around. Oh. I'm assuming that's probably a prompt of, yeah, you've seen everything. Okay. Well, I haven't had to do it in this game yet, but I guess we could just start presenting shit. Oh, right, we did want to talk about the photo, didn't we? Can I ask you about this photo? I should have shown her the keychain before. Oh well.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, can you continue?
I should have presented the plumed Punisher before presenting this, because this might make Belieb not talk. I can't talk to Belieb after this by progressing the story.
Right. It was taken during the Feast of Blessings, the day before the rite was held.
The Feast of Blessings? Would you mind telling me a little more about it? Oh, there we go. I am going to do that, though, because I think that would be funny. Considering she's seen with a Steel Samurai thing, I feel like she was the one she exchanged things with, but we'll see. Oh.
That's...
It's a strap that Maya received. Would you happen to know anything about it?
It's for the plumed Punisher action hero. Of course she knows Barbed Head. It's only the most popular show in all of Kurain. It would seem that the Royal Priestess is more familiar with the matter than I. What? No, I was simply advocating on behalf of the show's fans.
Okay. This photo was taken... Oh, go on.
I like her. I just think she's funny.
Belieb or Rafa?
Rafa. Just,
yeah.
Like, she's a child. Like, she's the youngest assistant we've had outside of Pearl, and yet she's still just so insecure about being seen as childish.
Yeah, yeah. Like, what? You have a special interest? That's lame. Why would you admit to that?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, little baby.
Mm-hmm.
Little baby. Okay. This photo was taken during the Feast of Blessings.
Oh, no. The Feast of Blessings?
Yes, it is forbidden to eat during the days of the rite, so the day before it's performed. We enjoy dishes full of gingyo, an herb known to strengthen the body and mind. You loved the gingyo-based dishes I make, didn't you, dear?
Gingyo. I heard you can go 3 days without sleeping after eating some.
Yes, but many foreigners don't care for it because of its strong smell. Our customs say that these dishes can only be eaten the day before the purification rite, and only between noon and 3 p.m.
Huh. That's pretty specific. I agree. Is it because the smell is too strong?
A very good guess indeed. It is to ensure the smell is gone by the time Lady Kira is welcomed the next day.
Wow. Is it really that strong? Come to think of it, the evening before the murder, an overwhelming odor was all over town. It's like a cross between garlic and mint.
After the Feast of Blessings, Puree went over to the plaza to begin his supplication. I never thought that would be the last time I would see him.
What was Maya doing at the time?
Shortly after Pere left, she went to the temple to prepare for the rite. I don't know what she did after that.
Statement about the Feast of Blessings was held the day before the rite. Family photo was taken during the Feast of Blessings, where it's customary to partake in dishes made from gingil. These dishes are only prepared during the feast, which starts at noon on the day before the rite and must be finished by 3 p.m. the same day. Okay. I was kind of thinking maybe there was some poisoning involved. Maybe with Salot specifically. Like, if no one heard anything, I feel like he would already be dead, but... I find it hard... Well, yeah, instantly killed from that. I suppose you probably wouldn't be capable of making any noise if someone severed your spine just below your neck.
Yeah. Ugh. First thought.
Yeah. So, Acolyte Zalot went out to pray the afternoon before the rite. According to the newspaper, on the day before the rite, the plaza was so cold the whole place had iced over. Oh, yeah.
Pere always prayed a lot. It was in his name. Far more than anyone I have ever known. He was a devout young man whose faith was twice as strong as others.
I don't know why, but that's kinda intimidating to me. I thought I'd have made some progress by now. I haven't come across any particularly insightful information, even here. Let's take a look at that newspaper again. Thick white ice that froze the ground from the inner sanctum to the Plaza of Devotion until yesterday has melted. What did Phoenix say about that? The evening before the murder. No, not that. According to newspaper, on the day before the rite, the plaza was so cold the whole place had iced over. I don't know how, like, something about the timing there's, like, not really clicking for me. Because this makes it sound like it's the day before, like May 8th it was frozen over. But the way Phoenix is talking about it, it sounds like it was frozen up until the rite.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'm kind of with Phoenix here. I'm still kind of like, I don't know. There's not a lot to go off of. Well, I can at least see how some of this stuff is going, may be important just from, like, general principles, but, like, I can't connect enough of this yet.
Right. You seem disappointed.
Missing me? Is there anything else you could tell me?
Forgive me, but if I keep thinking about those two any longer... Barbed head.
Yes, I understand. Thank you for your help. I'm sorry to have troubled you.
We have paid a visit to all the people and places connected with this case. I think it's about time you prepared yourself for the inevitable, don't you?
back to the Inner Sanctum and see if... No. It's the Bazaar, maybe? No. Detention Center. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I wish I had more to comment on, but, like, I'm really just, like... Yeah, the game has made it, or has done pretty well at making me feel like there's, like, not really a lot to go on. Like,
Yeah.
there's circumstantial...
You're just along for the ride.
Yeah, there's circumstantial stuff. We know... Like, I get the sense that something's off here, besides just Maya would not do that. But, like, there's not nearly enough to start piecing this all together. And I kind of appreciate that it did actually take away some of that evidence, because I think it highlights that, like, for this incident, there's really not much to go on. Well, there's really not much, like, you can use to twist what's been going on. Which is usually, like, like, that kind of stuff is, not always given to you, like, right out the gate, but at some point you usually get something that makes you look at the case a little differently from your perspective before you get to trial. And we haven't hit that point yet. And specifically being stripped of a lot of stuff, it's like, ugh. Ugh. Maya sure looks tired. I'm so sorry, Maya. I failed to defend you during that trial earlier today. I'm sorry
I'm sorry too. Oh, sorry. No, that's you're Maya. Sorry, my bad.
No, you're all good. I'm sorry too, Nick. I never meant to get caught up in this whole mess. Even worse, I got you caught up in it too. And you were convicted under that stupid law. Nick, you should really withdraw from this case. Maybe they'll even commute your sentence if you do. I could never abandon you like that. You might not believe me, but I'm going to pull off a win somehow. It's not like I don't believe in you, it's just... Don't worry. Maybe this extra day in court is a blessing from the Holy Mother. Let's use it to our advantage. We'll turn this trial inside out and upside down. You'll see. Okay. You're awfully quiet, Your Benevolence.
Only a matter of time until your executions are carried out. I simply thought I would allow you to a good talk before you depart from this world.
Sorry, but we're not giving up yet. And we won't till the bitter end.
There's no need to put on a brave face. Your fates were sealed with today's verdict. Worry not of Maya Fey. The Twilight Realm will cleanse the taint from that neophyte practitioner's soul. Then, perhaps, the Holy Mother may finally forgive her.
Wait. Was that her attempt at comforting me?
Barbed Head, further resistance shall come to naught. Stop your No More Heroes' desperate struggle. Accept the judgment that has been passed upon you.
She obviously doesn't know me very well.
Then perhaps your sentence will be commuted and...
Hold it right there, Your Benevolence. Why do you always have to be like that? Maya? What are you...
What is the matter? I was simply showing some mercy upon your souls.
Nick here is risking his life to defend me.
And that is why I told you it will come to...
No, it won't. Nick is just doing what lawyers are supposed to do. He's defending his client, no matter what.
Enough! There is no place for lawyers in the Hall of Justice. For we have the divination seance.
But your insights were wrong. Get her ass. Oh boy, that's gotta hurt. Don't you get it? Errors are bound to happen if your insights are accepted without question. So I ask you, Royal Priestess, what is your true duty? Do the victims' souls or the Holy Mother herself wish you to judge people in error?
Ooh, you dare bring Her Holiness's name into this? You know nothing, you phony baloney.
Please, you two. Enough already. Sorry, Nick. I got a little carried away. It's not really like me, huh? No, I should be thanking you, Maya. It's good to have you in my corner.
Huh. How dare you mock me so? You will not get away with this.
Phoenix strikes again.
I was a fool to show you compassion and to think I could convince you to accept your fate. So struggle all you want in the Hall of Justice tomorrow. You will receive your just deserts. Just deserts, as the scorn of our kingdom is heaped upon you.
I can see straight through that contorted smile on your face, you know. She may say these terrible things, but it's just the way she was raised, I guess. Sure.
I do love that she's got like really good subtle character development throughout this case.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she went from mocking you to your face and wanting to crush you in court to trying to find a loophole so that Phoenix won't have to die.
Yeah, she's like, hey, you don't need to actually go through with that, and Phoenix is like, well, yeah, and it's, nope, it's gone. Damn it. Could you try to remember what happened one more time? I've been trying as hard as I can, but I can't remember anything from the middle of the right onward. Oh, right. You suddenly felt sleepy and everything after that's blank. That's a blank. Even so, I didn't kill anyone, and I'm not the one going around dressed like Lady Kira. Although it's kind of cool to think there's a mysterious female vigilante out there. Right. Were you close to Acolytes a lot? We met several times during the meetings about the rite, but I didn't know him very well. He seemed pretty quiet. Didn't you eat together the day before the rite? Yeah, we ate this one super stinky dish, but it was actually really good. I wasn't sure I'd like it, but it was love at first bite. Like, you know the salty noodles at Eldune's Noodles? It's like if you added garlic and herbs to that, and then let it simmer for a really long time. Sounds more like a hot pot than ramen to me at that point. Now I miss ramen too. So what was Acolytes a lot like while you were eating? He seemed to be enjoying the food, but as soon as we were done, he left to go pray. And what did you do? Oh, I returned to the temple to prepare for the rite. That coincides with Miss Inmi's description of events. Lady Kira's identity. Any idea who might be pretending to be Lady Kira? When the rite started, it was just me and Abbot Inmi. But the seance vision showed a third figure who looked like Lady Kira. I know. Lady Kira. Wish I could have seen her in the flesh. Yeah. Let's stay focused on the case, shall we? It was supposed to have been impossible for a third party to enter the inner sanctum. Oh, but what if she came from the sky? You know, like that bushy, bearded paratrooper? That mountain would have been no match for Lady Kira's wings. That's from the Plumed Punisher TV show, right? How do you know? Because a real Lady Kira doesn't have wings? Oh! I got it this time. There must be a secret room with a secret door at the Inner Sanctum. Did you know there are 88 secret Plume Punisher bases here in Khura'in? Can we please stop talking about the Plume Punisher show for a sec, Maya? I love how she keeps just going on fucking tangents. Phoenix is just like struggling to keep the conversation on track. I guess so. Keeping it real is much harder than it looks. Well, I should get going now. Sorry I wasn't any help. Don't worry, I've got this. We'll beat the charges tomorrow and be on the first plane back home before you know it. Then we'll go grab dinner at El Dunes, or your favorite burger joint. You pick. Sounds good. I think I'll get the extra large hamburg steak topping on my salty bowl. Best of both worlds. You can have whatever you like. But first, I have to beat the charges. Beat the charges. Maya and Phoenix are never beating the allegations. Oh, Mina, are you still there?
Yep, sorry.
Okay, all good.
Augusta came home from doing some grocery shopping, so I was just having a quick word with her, but I am here.
No, all good. I just wanted to make sure that, like, call didn't drop out or something. I almost forgot. What is it? I have a favor to ask. Oh, okay. I was about to say, the sound of the thing went lower, and I was like, oh shit, is that an audio issue? But no, they're actually whispering.
Yeah.
I have a favor to ask. Okay, but why are we whispering? I forgot I left something at the High Priest's house. It's super important. Would you mind getting and holding onto it for me? Sure. So, what's this super important thing? In my bag, you'll find a folding book. It's only given to the priestess who performs the rite. It's called the Tome of Secrets. That does sound important. How could you leave something like that just lying around? Well, that explains all the whispering. If Rafa found out, all heck would break loose. Look, it's got Lady Kira's real name written in it, so... Oh, don't tell anyone I told you that. In fact, just forget I said anything at all. It's supposed to be a secret. The Tome of Secrets contains... The Tome of Secrets contains secrets? Imagine that.
What are you two whispering about?
Oh, nothing. It's just she forgot something, so I told her I'd go get it.
You are up to something, I just know it.
Thanks, Nick. I'm counting on you. Awesome post of her to be stuck in. Alright. Back to the High Priest's house. It's funny how ramen has been added back to Maya's food likes after it being localized out initially before Apollo Justice. Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah, they were forced to acknowledge it because when Phoenix talks about Uldoon's noodles, he talks about it as the place that he and Maya always went to after he won a case. So they retconned her from being a burger fiend to being a burger and ramen fiend, which is honestly just as adorable.
Yeah. Hello? Anybody home? No answer. This Imni's probably out right now. Oh,
Imni is out.
Didn't. Well, I'll just get what I came for.
I am watching you like a war-bad barbed head. You better not steal anything.
I would never do something like that. I'm just here to get what Maya asked for.
Then get on with it.
I would if you'd stop interrupting me. I can't examine things if you keep talking to me. The text boxes remove all the UI elements. Now, Phoenix. I hope I don't have to point this out, but it might be silly to pull out the Tome of Secrets in front of Rafa I'm hoping you just pick up the bag and you don't accidentally get that tome confiscated from you. Ah, here's Maya's bag.
What is that strange patch on her bag?
It's the Steel Samurai. He's the hero of an action hero show back in my country. Yet again. Any reason to pull out the Steel Samurai theme?
It's perfect. Don't have to do it at all.
It's actually Maya's favorite show. She's got all sorts of merchandise related to it.
I see. He looks strikingly similar to the Plumed Punisher.
They are similar, but the Steel Samurai definitely came first.
I see. How interesting.
Rafa seems genuinely intrigued. Must be a common thread between Plumed Punisher and Steel Samurai fans. Come to think of it, didn't Maya mention something about trading with a Plumed Punisher fan? But I digress. I better find out what she asked me to look for and get going. Let's see here. That's surprisingly accurate Foley.
Yeah.
This must be that tome of secrets that Maya was talking about. The tome given only to one who will play the role of Lady Kira in the Purification Rite.
Well, Barbed Head, are you finished now?
I guess she didn't notice or recognize what it was, which is cool. Oh, awesome, we're just gonna read it. The priestess acting as Lady Kira's representative must know her name. That name is Imsan. Speaking this name is unforgivable. Lock this knowledge deep in your heart and devote yourself to prayer. Huh. Why the picture? Do we still have the crime scene photo? Doesn't seem to be anything particularly out of place with that. Okay. I guess we do have a piece of information only very specific people should know, so obviously we keep an ear out for that. I feel like I should have gotten more from that picture, honestly, though. Right-handed. Yeah. Alright.
Yeah, two pieces of information you can glean from that are right-handed and barefoot.
Yeah. Hold on a second. The string around it is coming undone. Whoops. Oh. Oh.
Barbed Head, she has her grippers out. Hide them at once. Conceal them from my eyes.
Why did they feel the need to show her with her dogs out? I don't understand. Also very funny that I just checked the court record for this, and now it's like, oh, the story's gonna show it to me.
The sight of the sacred piggies are not to be seen by mortal eyes.
When I finished Okami on stream, there was a bonus feature which was the enemies scroll in full HD quality, which I thought was sort of a meta addition, but then as I was looking at it, I was caught off hard with a dramatic narration in Japanese of Isun trying to be all dramatic and shit. That's cute. Oh.
You fool, do not lay eyes upon it.
Actually, hold on. Oh no, the feathers are on the top. Yeah, okay, alright.
Put it away quickly before we are struck blind.
Relax. My hand just slipped.
This is the Tome of Secrets. Are you trying to get us cursed? Lady Kira is liable to swoop down and gouge our eyes out.
Oh, right. This book is related to Lady Kira, isn't it? Your Benevolence, would you mind if I ask you some questions? Okay.
This is not something I would normally speak about to an outsider such as you.
Well, can't you make an exception?
If you insist. Nana? What of this folding book? Yes, I see. This very important tome is bestowed upon the priestess of the purification rite.
Very important. What's written inside?
Yes, I see. Really? Is it alright to reveal this?
Your Benevolence?
Patience, patience. The book contains Lady Kira's true name.
Her true name? Is the name really that important of a secret?
To a Quirinius priest, a person's name is one of the most important things to know.
Lady Kira's real name. What's so important about a name?
Without a name, a priestess's voice will fail to reach a person's mitama. It is much like trying to send a letter without the recipient's address. A spirit can only be identified once we know the deceased's face and name.
Oh, I get it. It's like when you see someone in a crowd you recognize, but you don't know their name. It makes it impossible to get their attention.
Indeed. You must know a spirit's face and true name before you can commune with it. It is the same for Quirinianism's most secret art, one that my mother alone may use.
The Queen has a secret art?
It is something a foreigner such as you could never hope to guess.
It's channeling spirits, isn't it? Yeah. In Quirinianism, spirit channeling is a secret art that can only be performed by the Queen. No one else is supposed to be able to do it. I should pretend this is all new to me. Besides, I get the feeling she secretly really wants to tell me all about it.
He can read her so well.
Yeah. Could you tell me about this secret art of the Queen you spoke of?
Come again.
Oh, sorry. Maybe we shouldn't talk about this. It is a secret after all, right?
It is the secret art of spirit channeling, but I suppose those words are meaningless to you.
I'm just surprised how willing you are to tell me about it.
A third-rate lawyer could not channel spirits simply by learning of the technique.
Third rate is a bit harsh. I can settle for second.
What is it? You have the look of a tentacled hag frog upon your face.
What the heck is a tentacled hag frog? Spirit channeling. It's where a medium lets a spirit possess her body to return to our world, right?
Well now, I see you have done your homework.
Oh, I guess I studied a bit.
With the power of spirit channeling, one can bring back even the most ancient of spirits.
And that's why the Queen or the Holy Mother's face is not shown. Aha. Ooh. I wonder if someone could be channeling, Lady Kira. you'd have to know her name, which is in the Tome of Secrets. And you'd have to know her face, which... all depictions of her have a mask, so... should make it impossible, but... never know.
It is quite a magnificent power, is it not?
Never seen her eyes light up like this before. I imagine they're pretty shocked when they come back from ancient times.
Indeed. A spirit's memory is cut off at the moment of death.
So even a spirit that is brought back after centuries doesn't sense any gap in time between the moment of its death and the moment it is channeled?
Yes, and yet it clearly recalls all of the memories it had in life. Thus, even heroes and scholars of antiquity can be channeled and directly learned from. Our queens have also used this power to help the rulers of neighboring lands seek counsel. That is why we have never been invaded, and why we have maintained our unique culture.
So, spirit channeling is a really effective tool for international politics.
It is indeed. And that is why only those with the power to channel spirits may rule our kingdom. But of late, there has been an endless influx of illegal immigrants from neighboring lands. The fools come seeking the same great power as my mother.
Illegal immigrants?
Yes, it is becoming quite a problem. Some have lost their way in life and look to Koreanism for their salvation. Among them are also those of dubious nature who have been driven from their own lands.
Dubious nature, driven from their own land. Gasp and Pain definitely fit that bill. But they sure wouldn't
Don't worry, we're not insensitive. We only hate the bad illegal immigrants.
But they sure weren't treating him like an illegal alien. One more. Can you channel spirits, your benevolence?
I am but the royal priestess. There is still much that I must learn. As of now, the divination seance takes me to the very limit of my ability.
So her spiritual power doesn't measure up to Maya's. Wait.
You were just mocking me in your mind, weren't you?
Don't be ridiculous.
It is written all over your face, you impudent nincompoop. The divination seance was once one of the important roles fulfilled by the queen. That is what my mother taught me when I was little.
So the queen could perform the dance of devotion? That'd be a sight to see.
Someday, I will be a powerful priestess and queen, just like my mother. And the divination seance is a vital part of my training to prepare me for that day.
Forgive my ignorance, your benevolence.
You shall see. It will not be long before I, too, master the secret art of spirit channeling. I will be a magnificent queen who unites her people for the greater good of Khura'in.
Now I see. Spirit channeling is something she really aspires to. I'm gonna ace that test and become the next master. After all, I can't let my clan and the other villagers down. Looks like she has actually has something in common with Maya.
Are you quite through now? There are more important things to do than stand here and talk about spirit channeling.
That's true. Doesn't have anything to do with this case, as far as I can tell. Or does it? If the Queen is a spirit medium...
Are you about to suggest that my mother was channeling Lady Kira?
I mean... Oh! Guess she saw that one coming.
Lawyers are indeed a witless breed. On the day of the rite, my mother was engaged in other duties at the palace.
Of course.
My mother is a very busy woman, and the idea itself is preposterous. Do you truly believe the Queen of Khura'in would personally battle the insurgents? This is precisely what makes you third-rate.
Ugh. Another dead end. This is bad. Anyway, I need to continue looking for leads, so... Oh. Over there! After him! Don't let him escape!
What is all that racket?
Oh boy. Damn, she knows everything.
What? The escaped prisoner has surfaced here in town?
Escaped prisoner? You mean that guy with the bushy beard?
There is no reason to panic. The police are on his trail.
Did he, like... Was he, like, actually let go from the... No. He escaped from the trial, didn't he?
Yeah, he sprinted off at top speed. Remember, he
Yeah.
did a little jump.
Right, yes. No, I remember that bit. He's no longer a suspect, but he might know something, considering he was at the scene of the crime. Let's go take a look.
Wait.
Alright. I think we might take a break here.
Yep, that works.
Yeah, I'm really feeling the length of these cases now, because, like, we're sitting here with a lot of, like, disparate pieces to the puzzle, and I'm sitting here, like, racking my brain, trying to be like, what the fuck is actually going on? And it's interesting because the pieces are so disparate, it's hard to tell which is applicable now and later. Like, I feel like some of this is definitely going to be applicable later, especially the spirit channeling stuff. Considering Maya's attitude towards it and the importance of it in Khura'in. But, you know, is part of that relevant now? Is all of that relevant now? Is none of it relevant now? The fact that the game is kind of drip-feeding, again, disparate pieces makes, like, pieces to other puzzles... it's hard to even tell if they apply to this mystery or not. So we're still kind of like, yes. And the thing is, too, that I feel like we're getting evidence at, like, roughly the rate we've been getting them in the past, but the pacing is... Yeah, it's not the sort of moment-to-moment pacing is different, but, like, the arc of, like, one day of investigation is just far longer. Which is giving me a lot to chew on, but it's also leaving me kind of, like I end up sitting for a while with, like, things that don't connect to one another, theorizing about things, and then I'm getting the sense that, like, at this point, another piece falls on the table, and I'm like, well, yep, that's not a connecting piece, and I guess, like, the broad kind of theory is still there, but... Yeah, not to, like, say that that's bad, it's just putting me in a place I haven't been with a case like this before.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, maybe a break from the screen will help my brain kind of maybe process everything. But when we come back, yeah, I'm gonna wrestle that evidence back into my court record, I think. I'm back.
Welcome back.
You too.
Thank you.
Sorry, just checking. I'm waiting for important emails, and I'm a little... not concerned, but just like, I should have gotten this email by now. I really hate that I'm still waiting for it. Alright. Back to chasing criminals. Or rebels, more specifically.
Rebels.
I know you've got something to do with this case. I know you've got something to do with this case, sir. Can't fool me. Oh, my aching back. I forgot how badly I'd injured it. Ow, ow, ow. I need to do some stretching and exercise more when I get back home.
Ah, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, thought so. Hey, Albie. That's a rebel. Have you seen... Ow, ow, ow.
Are you alright, sir?
1 second. Wheeze? Have you seen an escaped prisoner around here? I see a manhole open.
Oh, so that's why all those police came running over here. I heard them saying something about an escaped prisoner disappearing in the area.
He disappeared in this area? Couldn't have taken the air again, could he? Or taken to the air again, could he?
Barbed head. I told you to wait. We do not have a princess fitness program. So, you're going to have to give me a moment to compose myself for royal reasons.
Nana?
Nana, piggyback me.
It's too dangerous for you around here, Your Benevolence. Mr. Arabal should be lurking nearby.
What sort of princess would I be if all it took was an escaped prisoner to frighten me?
She's fearless, I'll give her that. I can't be responsible if something happens to you. As I'm here, though, I might as well search the area myself. If I were an escaped prisoner, where would I hide? There. That manhole cover. It's open. Ooh.
Whoa. What is it, Shadow?
Did he sniff out someone or something in the manhole? I wonder. Could Shadow track Mr. Arabal if he had something with the rebel scent on it?
I don't know.
I feel like I've got something with me, with Mr. Arabal's scent on it. Something he might have touched. Do I? Is it the letter? Oh. No, it might be this, actually. Here, Shadow. How about this? Hope it works. I love new missile. I think he's picked up a scent.
I do like that he has like the Mitama like pattern on his forehead. It's cute.
Yeah. You mind if I borrow Shadow for a bit?
By all means. I had no idea you could do this. Yeah, go get him, boy.
your benevolence, I'm heading down the manhole. It could be dangerous, so please wait here.
Wait.
Don't worry, I won't commit any of those misdeeds you're so worried about.
That's not what I fear. There may be a vicious insurgent lurking down there.
Oh, are you worried about me?
No, I was simply wondering why you would go to such lengths in your investigation. After all, if you would simply withdraw from this case, they might commute your sentence.
Yeah, she's been talking about that a lot at this point. I'm doing this to prove my innocence.
But how can you be so sure of the accused's innocence? She has already been found guilty.
We already went over this. Let's see it. Advantage will turn this inside out. Yep. Okay. I believe in her. If she says she's innocent, then that means she's innocent. Lawyers must trust in their clients to the bitter end. That's just what we do.
You lame brain. Do what you will.
Well, I'm going in. Let's go, Shadow.
Be careful.
Wait, come back here. It's pitch black down here. I can't see a thing. Ah!
Stock punch sound effect.
Yep. Awesome plan, Phoenix. Oh, ow, ow, ow. What happened? Went down into the manhole, and then...
Oh, you finally came to?
Ah! I remember that face anywhere. Earrings and all. That dragon symbol on his armband. That's the mark of the rebels. Holy shit, Spider. There can be no mistake. It's him. That's a rebel. That's Arabal. Yikes!
Oh, sorry I got a little rough with you back there. Thought you were the cops. Why are you making that face? Hey, you want an apple?
Whew. I thought he was gonna kill me. I'll pass on the apple, but thanks. Mind a good apple, but not right now. What is this place?
This is the office of my brother-in-arms, Dirk.
What is he? What? Wow, okay. I'm so confused.
But right now we're using it as a rebel safe house.
Oh, wait, back up a sec. What kind of office is this exactly?
A law office, what else?
What? Really? Dirk used to be a lawyer? Oh, that tracks. Yeah. Okay.
Of course he was, right?
Yeah,
like,
of course,
he was.
yeah. Oof.
Yep,
Oh, man.
Just like you.
The fucking rebels actually being, like, spurned lawyers is actually kind of, interesting.
Right? It's one of those things where, like, as you don't even question the world building, because as soon as you find out, you go, no, that makes perfect sense.
Oh, yeah, and, like, the typical setup of just like, oh yeah, rebels against a religious kingdom is kind of like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll just accept that. But the actual explanation is like, oh, okay. That's, like, it makes it a lot more interesting that, like, the whole dispute is actually, like, specifically surrounding the way law is carried out in the country. As opposed to just, like, I don't know, one of the incidental things about the country that would also lead them to say lawyers are shit and whatnot. Rain's public enemy #1 is an ex-lawyer? Didn't see that coming.
I don't suppose I'll be coming around here anymore.
You won't? You planning to flee or something?
It's just, I want to get out of the rebel business. Tired of being hounded by the cops and all that. So I came out today to pick up the last of my stuff.
Really?
I'm gonna sell Dirk's info to the Minister of Justice, and slip out of Khura'in.
Okay! Wait a second. You're a key person of interest in this case. You can't go running off like that.
Relax, will ya? Say whatever you need to know.
I find it really interesting that they gave this man specifically the most cartoonish reactions we've seen in the game so far.
It's very funny because you expect him from the Wanted poster and like the way people talk about him before you meet him. You expect him to be some kind of like super cunning, criminal, and then you meet him. It's like, oh, this is just Khura'in Larry Butts.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like he's got the same thumbs up sprite. He's got the same like exaggerated expressions.
Oh yeah, true. Although I will say I wasn't entirely sure whether a lot of his personality was because like he suffered a fall and whatnot from the mountain, and he was just acting kind of goofy because he's still like not entirely lucid, but no, yeah, okay, understood.
Oh, and sorry about punching your lights out back there. My bad. So, Mr. Lawyer Man, what do you want to know?
Tell me about the murders of the High Priest Tarustinmi and his acolyte Perez-a-Lot.
Sure, I'll tell you whatever I can. I don't know if it'll be much help, though. I mean, I'm not a rebel anymore, so...
I wonder how true that really is. Yeah, first of all... There's a knife driven deep into a photo of the Queen. Guess the rebels really hate her. Better remember to stay on their good side. This looks like a photo of Dirk and his compatriots. And here's one that looks really old. Fucking excuse me?
the most casual lore drop.
Oh my god. Huh.
There are two pieces of information being revealed in this photo, and both of them are fucking earth-shattering.
Yeah. Like, oh, this was Apollo, or like the person who raised Apollo. Don't know direct relations yet. But also, Sadmati and him were childhood friends. Oh my god. Alright. Gotta compose myself now. Wow, this was taken about 20 years ago.
Those are Dirk's sons.
Okay! Alright. Huh. So, Apollo's parents are Thalassa and Dirk. Oh, I wonder who Sadmati's mother is then. Really? So, I'm really like beside myself that kind of Phoenix is just like, oh, isn't that interesting? And is probably gonna be like,
yeah.
it's gonna take a full minute for him to fucking realize. Oh my god.
It's so good. I just love how casual they drop it. There's no like, big reveal or like musical sting. It's just like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Fucking hell. Really? So this is the rebel Dirk in the center? He doesn't look so evil. Both of his sons look kind of familiar.
The one on the left is Yudi. Oh, but you don't know much Prosecutor Sadmati.
Prosecutor Sadmati is Dirk's son?
And he is. Yudi was once a rebel, too.
Ah, yeah, there we go.
He used to really respect his old man. Both as a father and as a lawyer.
Then why'd he become a prosecutor?
Being a lawyer in this kingdom is the same as signing your own death warrant.
On account of the Defense Culpability Act, right?
Yeah, that's why you decided to become a prosecutor instead. He wanted to spark a revolution from the inside, so he dove right into the enemy's den.
I would have never guessed, looking at him now.
I can say that again. Dirk is battling to change Khura'in's legal system. The will of the dragon spurs him on. We all thought Yudi was taking up the mantle to carry on that will, too. We were sure he'd help overthrow Garan one day, but... as you've seen, he now uses the law to do her bidding. Dirk's been beside himself.
Yeah. So he no longer carries the will of the dragon in him, huh? I wonder what happened between father and son for it to come to this. What about the other child in the photo?
That's Dirk's adopted son, but he's gone back overseas.
Oh, adopted. Okay. Huh. Okay, never mind. Wind it back ever so slightly, but...
Spark Russell did mention in Apollo Justice that Apollo was the product of a one-night stand between Lemuroir and a traveling musician.
Oh, right. Yes. Okay. I forgot about that.
His name's Apollo.
Apollo? Wait a second. That bracelet... it really is Apollo.
It was a rascal, that one. His voice could shake the entire room.
I just imagine Dat standing there like that, like, talking, and Phoenix is just, like, cartoonish eyes like, slack-jawed eyes bulging out of his skull, looking at the photo while he's talking.
Yeah. I imagine he's out there raising high hell somewhere.
Yes, I'm sure he's doing just fine. Considering how far he's come, Mr. Arabal's description really doesn't do Apollo justice. Oh, fucking hell. I'm surprised the game has not made a joke out of that yet. Incredible. Apollo?
This is like the conversation that Phoenix had over the phone.
Oh, this is the other side. Yeah, right. I've been watching you grow over these past 2 years. That's why I know you're ready. Why I know I can leave Trucy in the office to you. I believe in you, Apollo. Thank you. I'll be fine. Everything will be fine. He's a responsible young man now. Never lost that loud voice, though. Okay. I missed a spoiler.
Cool info, not relevant to the case.
Yeah,
Cool.
It's just... alright, yeah, no. Understood. Is that...
So there's some fun extra contextualization for the last case, huh?
Yes. Yeah. Like, the kind of, tension between Sadmati and Apollo, yeah.
Yeah, and Apollo going up to him after and being like, "Why are you acting like you don't recognize me?"
Yeah. Is that coat yours, Mr. Arabal?
Nah, it belongs to the rebel leader, Dirk.
It's pretty impressive. I like the color, too.
Wanna try it on?
Really? Sure it's okay?
Of course, but it would look great on you.
Oh, well then, don't mind if I do. Ah, it smells all moldy.
Arr, arr, arr. I can't believe you fell for it. Arr, arr. That thing's been hanging there forever.
Note to self. Don't trust this guy ever again. Yeah, I was thinking in my head, like, Phoenix, what? Why? Why are you trusting this man right now? Fuck do you mean? Tome. Is this a law book? Dragon mark's been branded into the cover.
That's Dirk's law book.
Really? The leader of the rebels? That Dirk?
That's right, and that Margaret the Dragon is the emblem of the rebellion.
Pages in this one section are really dirty.
It must be the section on the Defense Culpability Act.
Branding it with the Defiant Dragon's mark demonstrates the strength of Dirk's convictions. Okay. In the name of Her Eminence, those who would support criminals will be deemed just as guilty. Must have done a ton of research on the Defense Culpability Act. He got an entire sentence into this book about it. Practically wore out the entire section. Oh. I see. Incense and white flowers. Flowers are still fresh. Must have been put here today or yesterday. Did you put these here, Mr. Arabal?
Something wrong with flowers?
Oh no.
Yeah, it's just a traditional thing here in Khura'in. Pay no mind.
Okay. Fridge. You guys get electricity?
Yeah, but the power goes out occasionally.
That's pretty inconvenient.
You're telling me, sometimes it goes out for an entire day.
What about the stuff in the refrigerator?
Why don't you see for yourself?
Forget I asked. I'm afraid of what I might find. Meal. There are bowls and platters of food here. They're still warm, as if this was all recently prepared. It's the Endwalker moment, except Phoenix wakes up at a table with Dirk. You must have a pretty big appetite, Mr. Arabal.
Har, 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 har. Guys as big and strong as me. Got even bigger appetites, you know?
But you just fled from the police. I don't know how you could eat this much after all that excitement. Ah! Sorry if I offended you.
But first, let's start with an appetizer.
Where's he getting all those apples from?
Join me, Mr. Lawyer, got plenty of sewer lizards, too.
And why are all the rest of his apples coming pre-peeled? Thanks, but I already ate. Alright. Hey, what the fuck? Tell me everything you know about the High Priest's murder.
Well, as you know, I don't remember much about that. I banged my head in a rock as soon as I parachuted into the inner sanctum. So when I told you I had nothing to do with that murder, I meant it.
Okay then, where were you when you came to after banging your head?
By the time I came to, it was already dawn. I must have been out cold the whole time.
So you didn't see the crime happen at all?
You got that right.
And why did you say you did when you testified?
Well, how about that? I didn't remember a thing. I was afraid I'd seem suspicious, so I came up with that whole story.
Does he even realize how much trouble his big fat lies caused me?
Sorry for the trouble. It was definitely my bad.
He doesn't seem very sorry to me. So, the bottom line is you were at the scene of the crime, but weren't involved in it. Got it. Dirk the attorney. So, Dirk used to be a lawyer?
Yep, he was a force to be reckoned with back when he was still practicing. It was a juggernaut of the law, and as mighty as a dragon. He could strike terror into a prosecutor's heart just by glaring at them. People called it the Dragon's Glare. He even got criminals to confess and pass out with a well-placed glare.
You've got to be kidding me.
But most important of all, he would never surrender. He'd fight for the accused, no matter how the odds were stacked against him.
Is that what you mean by the will of the dragon?
Yep, that would be it. Actually. Your work in court yesterday was mighty impressive, too. You didn't give up no matter how hard of a beating you took. Not unlike Dirk, I might add.
Oh, thanks. Even if a big part of that beating I took was because of you.
Well, now I gotta start packing. Who knows when they might catch up with me if I don't scram soon.
Please, wait. I still need to ask you something.
Go ahead, shoot.
What are you rebels trying to do? And why were you at the inner sanctum in the first place? Yep. Why were you at the inner sanctum on the day of the murder? Or, more precisely, what were you trying to do there?
Well, I was trying to escape from prison, that's all. But that high priest was a fool for getting taken in by Dirk. You should have tried hightailing it to Khura'in like I'm doing.
Oh, shit. Ah. Psyche locks. Mr. Arabal is hiding something, and I won't know exactly what until I can undo the locks. What exactly are you trying to hide, Mr. Arabal?
Oh, I'm not hiding anything. No way, no how.
I'll just have to use my Magatama on him then. Oh boy.
Take that!
Datz's plan. I'm going to ask you again. Why were you at the inner sanctum on the day of the murder? Or more precisely, what were you trying to do there?
You can keep asking, but the answer is still the same. I was trying to escape from prison, that's all. But that high priest was a fool. He fell for Dirk's line and sold his own country out.
How can you say such things about him? He helped you escape, didn't he? Don't you even care what happened to him?
Nope, I was getting out of the rebellion anyway. Should have opened his eyes. We never stood a chance against the Garan regime.
Hang on, do you really believe what you're saying? Didn't the High Priest's death really hurt you on the inside?
Like I just said, I couldn't care less about the whole thing.
I beg to differ. This wouldn't be here in this room if you didn't feel a thing.
Take that!
Yeah. I heard these flowers are offered in memory of the dead here in Khura'in. The High Priest's death hit you hard, so you've been grieving here alone, haven't you? I think he's mistaken. I think he might have actually specifically been mourning praise a lot. Well?
Yo! Those flowers don't mean anything. It's just the Khura'inese way of saying goodbye.
Why hide the fact that you're mourning his death?
You're reading into this too much. I told you, I'm done with the rebellion. I haven't even heard from Dirk or the rest of them for a few days. And tomorrow, I'm planning to kiss this kingdom goodbye.
No, I know you've been in contact with the other rebels lately.
And how exactly do you plan on proving that?
This piece of evidence ties you to the other rebels.
Take that!
I found this prayer flag at the Plaza of Devotion. You wrote a message on it and left it behind for your fellow rebels, didn't you?
Gulp.
Did you just say gulp? Okay. They brought this food for you at your request. Hmm. So you're lying about leaving the rebels. You're still involved with Dirk and the rest of them, aren't you?
Ah.
Are you ready to tell me the truth now?
Oh, you're good, Mr. Slayerman. I admit it. I requested the grub. But I was just taking advantage of him, that's all.
What do you mean?
My face plastered all over the place. I couldn't stay in the open anymore. So I just took advantage of my former comrades for some grub and then bailed. I was gonna kiss this kingdom goodbye tomorrow.
I'm not buying it. You're obviously lying. I can tell just by looking at you. The white-hot flames of revolution definitely still burn on inside of you.
What? That's ridiculous. Those flames burned out a long time ago.
This proves that the flames of rebellion still burn on inside of you. This one I'm not sure of. It could be the book? I don't really know what else it would be.
I guess he was like holding on to the book, right?
Hmm.
Take that!
Okay.
Dirk's law book? I'm no lawyer, so what's that got to do with me?
Look at the mark branded onto the cover. This mark that stands for an unwavering commitment to the revolution. It is Dirk's way of representing the will of the dragon.
Yeah, so what of it?
You have that same mark on the scarf tied around your left arm. Oh. You wouldn't be wearing that if you were no longer a rebel. I feel like that's nitpicking a bit.
It's a bit tenuous, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot to take it off, that's all.
No, as a wanted man, that should have been the first thing you took off. Oh, yeah. The fact you haven't hidden that mark yet proves you're still a rebel. Little less tenuous, but yeah.
Think what you want, but you don't know nothing about me.
No, you're wrong. You wear your heart and your beliefs right on your sleeve, just like me. And this is what I believe. This is what I believe in. I'd actually give him the attorney's badge. Yeah, like that's, yeah, something I wear to represent my, surely, yeah. When a person's back is against a wall, they always fall back on what they believe in. Just as I always have my badge, you always have the will of the dragon with you.
And would you risk your life for your beliefs?
No, I wouldn't.
No?
No, because I wouldn't be much use to my clients dead. Now admit it. You never once thought about leaving the Defiant Dragons, have you?
And look in your eyes. It's just like Dirk's. It's like you've got the will of the dragon inside of you, too.
Phoenix Wright Ghost Attorney.
That would be an
Alright.
amazing Ghost crossover.
Yeah. You got some explaining to do, bud.
Oh, shit. Sorry, one sec. The stream's buffering a bit for me.
Oh, you're all good.
I had planned on taking you out if you turned out to be on the side of the Royals. I think I can trust you.
I can't believe I was that close to getting shanked here.
Like you said, I have no intention of leaving Dirk's group.
In other words, you were testing me.
You're a foreigner and a lawyer who's been charged with abetting a criminal to boot. And I've seen a fair share of lawyers get pardoned after weeping at the feet of the Queen.
Well, I'm going to keep fighting till the end.
Yeah, I can see that now. Sorry I ever doubted you.
So, what are you doing here anyway?
I came to get the secret hideout key from a helper.
A secret hideout?
Yep. I was supposed to go get my next order from Dirk there. But the town's swarming with cops thanks to that murder. Nothing I can do about that.
What about the order Dirk was supposed to give you?
I have to abort that mission. Now I'm just lying low, waiting for the chance to make contact with Dirk again. Hey, why the long face?
I thought you'd be able to tell me something about the High Priest's murder.
Sorry to disappoint you. Oh, I know. Let me make it up to you with this.
A Dragon Ball? What is...
4-star Dragon Ball?
Yeah. What is it?
A Shariri grape?
Oh god.
This orb is actually a key. It opens the door to one of our secret hideouts. Yeah, I can't say more than that. Anyway, I hope it helps.
This orb is a key?
Yep. Plus the hideout's in a totally unexpected location. And being that it's super secret, we couldn't have it just any ordinary key.
If you get 100 of them, Phoenix can get infinite health.
It's a Lovikov ball. If you could collect 7 of them, then Randall Lovikov will beat you up and teach you a new wrestling move.
True. I see. Golden orb. An orb entrusted to me by Mr. Arabal. It seems to be the key to the rebel hideout. Maybe this will help me unravel the truth behind this case. Thanks.
Don't mention it. Besides, you're a fellow brother-in-arms fighting the powers that be. If it'll help you, feel free to pick my brain a little more.
Oh, yeah. Hey, what's up with Lady Kira?
Everyone's been talking about the return of Lady Kira lately.
Well, my friend Myers suspected of being the rebel hunter disguised as Lady Kira. You wouldn't happen to know who she really is, though, would you?
Beats me, but whoever she is, she bushwhacked me and hauled me off to jail. Even worse, on top of attacking us and delivering us to the cops. She's been watching us like a hawk and framing us for different crimes.
Watching you like a hawk? Framing you for crimes? Why would anyone go to all that trouble?
Our kingdom likes to pretend that its people are free to think what they want. Because of that, the authorities can't arrest you just for sympathizing with the rebellion. So they resort to framing people for things they didn't do. That's a little uncomfortably real in current year.
Yeah, sure fucking is. Then that Lady Kira's figure is...
Yep, she's just some lick peddler working for the Garan regime.
Wow. Even without the DCA Act, Dirk and his insurgent scum buddies' days are numbered. What's that supposed to mean? Well, let's just say I got a little trick up my sleeve. So I'd watch it if I were you. Because you got a defiant attitude, like one of them dragon dupes. I love him.
He's a really fun character.
So he was talking about Lady Kira then.
So Lady Kira is basically like a Gestapo
Yeah.
for the Garan regime.
Yeah, fucking unironically, yeah.
Yeah. Advanced combat skills, detailed surveillance, and clever setups. She's no amateur, if you ask me.
So it... Okay, hold on. if that's the case, then it's possible this person also framed Maya. Or like she was just in. No, if she's meant to be good at framing other people, then yeah, like that wouldn't be out of the question here. So you're saying the monarchy is using Lady Kira to secretly take out the rebels?
Exactly.
But then I guess I'd have to wonder then why Maya. Like, if you thought, for example, Praise-a-Lot and Inmi were rebels, why not frame them for something, or kill one of them and frame the other for doing it? Because because you want to use the purification rite specifically to do it.
The Iran regime is using her to control the people, even down to what we think.
Why don't the people protest if the monarchy is doing things like that?
Unfortunately, we don't have any conclusive evidence. And without that, we can't prove anything.
Ugh. I know the feeling. If I bring this up in court, they'd probably dismiss it out of hand. I'll have to unmask Lady Kira if I want to get anywhere. Yep. Goal.
Our goal? To get rid of that evil, no-good Defense Culpability Act.
I can tell just by looking at Dirk's lawbook.
The DC Act has turned this kingdom into a corrupt cesspit, where false charges were overlooked and prosecutors are the only ones heard in court. It's been 23 years since it was first enacted.
What happened 23 years ago to make them pass such a terrible law?
The assassination of Queen Amara. That's where it all began. It happened before I was even born, but Queen Amara, the previous queen, was assassinated. And it was the rebel leader Dirk who did it.
Dirk assassinated the former queen, didn't he?
That's the
Yeah.
official line, but
There it is. The official line?
those charges were completely trumped up. Dirk was framed, I'm telling you.
He was?
Plus, Dirk was a lawyer. Once the people thought a lawyer had killed the queen, they turned against all lawyers. That's how the DC Act was first passed.
So that's why there aren't any lawyers left in Khura'in.
Even worse, it changed the significance of the divination seance.
The significance of the divination seance? They were holding seances in court even before the DC Act?
You bet they were. Lawyers and prosecutors used to hotly contest the insights that came out of seances.
You mean like what I've been doing?
Right, it's like Dirk used to say. A royal priestess's insights are just another piece of evidence.
Right. See what you mean about the significance of the divination seance changing.
Yep, the insights became the only truth, and arguing against them was banned. We saw this today. Do you want me to read it again? Or just skip it?
Did we? Oh, yeah, yeah. Wait, no, was that before the last trial? It's more or less the
Oh,
same
you're
thing,
right.
so-
Yeah,
Yeah, it's whatever.
it started very similarly.
Unfortunately, it's a bit of Rafer dialogue, so there is one point stretched over 4 sentences to be puffed up and make her seem important. Or make
Yeah.
herself feel important. From what I've seen, Rafer would agree with that.
This kingdom's a shadow of its former self. It's become a dictatorship where the royals use the fear of trumped-up charges to rule.
And that's what Dirk's been rebelling against.
Yep, all we want is to live in a kingdom with a fair and impartial legal system. And there's only one way to make that come true. Overthrow the current regime.
So, that's the truth behind the rebels. Well, game, why do you keep doing that? For fuck's sake.
Well, PW, my friend, it's about time for me to get going. After all, I am the Fangs of the Defiant Dragons.
Time for me to leap out of the scene again.
That's a rebel.
You're not gonna do that alley-oop thing again, are you?
I was just getting to that. See you when I see you.
Don't ruin my escape before I actually do it. God. Huh.
Alley-oop.
Why does he have to jump like that before running off? Well, I guess we're friends now. But enough about that. I already spent way too much time here.
Friend of the Rebellion, Phoenix Wright.
Second he takes out that gold orb. You're part of the rebels!
Get him!
Whew. Finally got out of there.
Mr. Wright! I'm so glad you're okay. I was so worried about you.
Oh, no. Shadow. What happened to him, anyway?
I came out of the manhole about 5 minutes after you went in. Sorry he wasn't much help. Well, did you find anything of worth?
Oh, I tripped and fell down there. I must have been out cold for a while. I better keep things to myself for now.
I figured as much.
I have to find that secret hideout Mr. Arabal was talking about. I should probably start with places that have something to do with the High Priest. Agreed. That would be the most, that would be the most, wow, I wouldn't expect a hideout here, but obviously I would expect a hideout here place to go. Oh, okay. Alright, maybe there's nothing to that there. Thing is, I don't really know if there's going to be what kind of tell there's gonna be for this thing.
I guess just try to think about where a rebel base would be. If it's somewhere that was supposed to be kept secret and secure.
Yeah, my next thought was the Inner Sanctum, honestly. Well, that might have given it away.
Barbed Head, you already searched here, did you not?
You also made us walk up here 2 times before for absolutely no reason. Why are we back here a 3rd time? Oh, I just thought I'd look around again. You know, in case I missed something. I probably shouldn't tell her I'm looking for the secret rebel hideout. We have a saying back home. Leave no stone unturned.
Oh, yes. You can't stump me. I know that one.
Actually, I don't have a clue is written all over your face. Okay. If I wanted to put an orb somewhere, where would I put orb? Oh.
Shabriri Grape.
It's a statue of a bird. Guess I'll take a closer look at it. It's kind of a shame I can't see the other side, because there really wasn't a clear indication that it was missing an eye outside of someone telling me that it was missing it.
Yeah.
Hey, this eye is missing.
What are you doing? You must not touch that for no reason.
Sorry. That shape. I wonder.
Take that!
He says to the statue. I knew it.
What?
Well, our locked room just got a whole lot more complicated. She must be at a loss for words. That doesn't happen too often.
What is this place? Explain yourself at once, Barbed Head.
I don't think she's ready for the full story. I don't really know much myself, but it seems to be a secret rebel hideout. I'm shocked there's a secret door here. I imagine that goes double for Rafer.
A rebel hideout in the inner sanctum. Somebody will pay for this.
Well, for now, I think I'll have a look around.
Wait, you must not enter before the police.
Don't worry, I won't disturb anything. Or at least I'll try not to. Besides, with you watching over me, it should be fine, right? And, you see...
Fine, just please stop pleading your case. I can only stand so much lawyerly drivel.
I can't tell if that sound I heard was meant to be from the game or not. It sounded like a clunk.
I will be presenting all information gleaned from your efforts here to the police.
Of course. Now, shall we?
I will go no further.
Oh, right. You're not supposed to come in contact with the taint of Lady Kira's battles.
Very good, Barbed Head. I commend you for remembering.
Oh, 'cause the water. Right. Oh. Well, thank you. Wait, why am I thanking her?
I may not be able to enter, but I will allow no misdeeds on your part. I'll be watching you like a war bat from the entrance here.
I told you I'm not going to do anything. I better hurry up before she changes her mind.
And I will be standing on my tiptoes, so you better not move far.
Huh. I see blood. I see hands. Against...
I believe this to be a sacred place that enshrines the source of the spring water.
That makes sense. Rebels must have converted it into a secret hideout.
I'm just imagining her shouting all of their dialogue from the entrance.
But what about that warbard revolving door? I wonder if that too was originally intended to hide and protect this sacred space.
To think those filthy rebels were scheming their schemes in this most sacred place. It is a desecration upon Coriolism itself. The defiant dragon shall pay for this.
I suppose it's only natural that she'd be upset, but the investigation must go on. I think I'll start by taking a picture of the place. Good thing I brought a camera to snap some souvenir shots.
Stop that. You must not take photos here without permission.
Rafe is really fired up. She's sticking her head in as far as it will go. I guess she won't be tainted as long as she doesn't touch anything? It was literally built into the inner sanctum. Now to search every nook and cranny.
Barbed Head, just because it is hard for me to see your every move, do not use that as an excuse to touch or break things.
I heard you the first time. Sheesh. Good music. What's this? A blood stain? I should probably try to figure out what happened in here.
Do not tamper with any evidence before the police arrive.
The police? Oh, hey, that reminds me. Emma gave me something just for times like these. Sure did.
I thought it might help your investigation. Here, it's all yours. I wanted to bring you a bunch of other forensic tools. They were confiscated at the airport.
Luminol testing fluid. This actually might come in handy. Luminol testing fluid glows in reaction to even the tiniest traces of blood, so it can even detect areas where blood has been wiped up. Might help us figure out what happened in here. Okay, time for science to do its thing. First, let me put these red-tinted glasses on to see the luminols glow. Then I just press A wherever I want to spray some of the luminol. Areas where there was blood will react by turning blue. Well, obviously. Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, I don't really want to do just the entire screen. I'm kind of surprised this bit didn't light up, considering there's blood right here that I can see. Like, I don't really know where else to spray it, honestly.
I do have the Plume Punisher calendar and clock.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I'm genuinely confused. I'm worried this is not working, considering this is giving me nothing.
So...
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
I was about to give a hint, but I didn't need to.
This is a huge bloodstain. Something big must have happened here.
Perhaps the High Priest's blood flowed in there from under the Warbod statue.
There was definitely a lot of blood here, but it's impossible to say much else at this point. I'll just take a picture for now. Oh, right. Luminol reactions don't show up in photos. I'll just have to take some notes. That should do it. Yeah, I was gonna say, it looks like part of the bloodstain was caught in what is probably the turning arc of the Warbard statue. And the wall it's part of. I didn't notice before, but the bloodstain looks like it was smeared away in one place. Is it because the Warbard revolving door passed over it? 2 photos.
You got an achievement.
Yeah. What was that? Using all the forensics tools in all 3 cases or something?
All 3 games, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, maybe. A large stone slab, shaped like a Magatama. Looks rather unstable. Bet it'd tip over in an earthquake. It's just earthy, grass-like smell.
It is the smell of the moss that covers the stone.
Oh, so this shaggy green stuff is moss. Looks like some of the moss about halfway up has been disturbed. I wonder why that is. One quick touch can't hurt, right? Whoa, slab's starting to wobble.
What is happening? What have you done to this sacred space?
Nothing. All I did was nudge it a little. I knew it looked unstable. Probably best not to touch it again. That's interesting. So there are handprints in it, but it's clearly, like, unstable enough that if you fell against it, like if you were putting your weight against it, it would probably fall over.
Hmm.
Huh. Oh, yeah, okay. We've got those marks in the photo. That's probably where that evidence will live. So this is the water source that supplies the Inner Sanctum spring. Flows through the channel built into the floor before heading outside.
Lady Kira uses this sacred water to wash the taint of battle from her body.
It's also not red like the water in the spring. True.
Truth nuke.
Statue door rotates when you pull this chain.
I see. Then you must shut the door and destroy its mechanism. That would deprive the insurgents of access to this place.
But wouldn't that trap me in here?
Not to worry, I would come to visit you once a year.
She's actually serious. Look.
What is it, barbed head?
It's around the corner from where the door is. I can't quite see it. It's a plumed Punisher clock.
Explain it to me. Use the alt text to explain what you see. Why, I believe it is a limited edition promotional item given to 50 lucky viewers. This rare item plays the Plume Punisher theme song every hour. Hand it over now, Barbed Head.
Ah! She snatched it away from me. No matter what she says, Rafer is definitely a huge fan.
What a fine item.
It's a fucking clock. Oh, fucking hell. There's always a clock in these cases.
And a switch, if I'm right.
It's the Plumed Punisher theme song.
Yes, now I see. The insurgents who use this room must be Plumed Punisher fans.
That may be so, but I don't see how it's relevant to this case. There's a Plumed Punisher calendar here.
Ah, now I understand. The villains in the Plumed Punisher are based on the insurgents.
Oh no. Oh, I just had a horrible thought.
What's that?
So, Plumed Punisher shit is in here. Maya exchanged things with a Plumed Punisher fan. And, Miss in Me was wearing the Steel Samurai watch in the picture.
Uh-huh.
Shit. I think she may have been involved in this.
That'd be pretty tragic.
Yeah, sure would.
Watching the show must have aroused their ire against Lady Kira.
I doubt that's it. Oh man, now like the thing is, I'm trying to rotate this so it fits in my head correctly, but I'm like missing something still. Like either she's a rebel And... but if she's a rebel, how did the others get involved in this? And why kill Perez a lot? So either she did it, or she was the actual target. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Who was the person that was meant to be... performing the part of Lady Kira in the right?
It's usually believed, yeah, but since she's pregnant, they said that they got Maya to do it instead.
I feel like I've got like almost like I'm putting together a Rubik's Cube, and like
Yeah.
I've got a piece that I'm trying to slot in, and I can rotate it around as much as I want, and it fits in every space, but there's always a piece missing, and I'm just like, fuck, which one of these is actually the way it's meant to go? But yeah, she was the one that was meant to be doing the right as Lady Kira, which means she would have access to Lady Kira's stuff to perform that right. But yeah, but does that make her the perpetrator or the original? She might have been the one going around, rounding up rebels. But does that mean she killed her husband and Praise a lot? And obviously the incident is a lot more complicated than it looks. Because... Wait, hold on. This is the rotating thing. Sorry, oh my god. I was talking in last stream about something that would, like, move or rotate the High Priest around. Because there's, like, a little rumble to that. And everyone thought, oh no, he's just turned around because he heard something. But I was of the opinion of, like, well, no, there's a possibility he was turned against his will, but that would require a mechanism to be turned around in. But then...
Most curious.
But that doesn't make sense either, because behind Lady Kira, he sees... the lanterns. So he couldn't have been moved into or out of the chamber. And the position of the statue and the way that rotates wouldn't make the lanterns switching line up either. Oh.
Most curious.
Again, frustratingly close to finding it, but, like, there's complicating factors. Oh, man, this is good. Like, I feel like I've picked up on what's going to be the dramatic irony or tragedy here. But I still haven't quite, like, got that together. Like, I don't understand, like, how, still. Oh, fucking hell. Okay. Sorry, getting very distracted because things are starting to click. Weapons. And lots of them, too.
We are lucky we found them before they could be used. Excellent work, Barbed Head.
Oh, thanks. If the rebellion ever happens, I hope it's bloodless. Looks like an order from Dirk.
What's this? Let me see that.
I thought you're not supposed to touch anything in here.
This is an exception. Now hand it over. Let's see here. Oh, Holy Mother.
What? What does it say?
It's an order intended for that rebel named Dats. It reads... After the rite, infiltrate the palace under the guise of returning Lady Kira's costume.
Wait a minute. Wasn't Dats waiting for an order from Dirk that never came?
He was, yeah.
I wonder if this is that or an earlier interception.
And search for clues about that incident from 23 years ago. Dirk.
Assassination of the Queen, yeah. 23 years ago? He must mean the assassination of Queen Amara. I wonder what the rebels are up to. It's intriguing and all, but doesn't seem related to the case at hand.
This will not do. I must warn my mother at once.
No need to do that. This order will never be carried out. Lady Kira's costume is still here, and Abbot Inmi is no longer able to aid the rebels.
I knew that. I hope the voice I'm doing for Rafa isn't too grating, because she's got like a lot of dialogue.
I mean, no, it's a good voice for her. Like, it does need to be a little, like, pompous and self-important, so, like, to whatever degree it might be grating, it's a good, like, actual read of the character, if that makes sense.
Awesome, thank you. I'm glad.
Yeah. Weapons and lots of them.
We just saw this, yeah.
Oh, I must have looked at this and thought it was different. My bad.
But there was an extra bit of dialogue there where he said, if the revolution does happen, I hope it'll be bloodless.
I think that was there before, too.
Was it? Okay, I guess I missed it the first time then. How dare those filthy insurgents raise their banner amid such a sacred space? Barbed Head, you must burn it at once.
Didn't you tell me not to touch or damage anything?
This is the exception. Very well, if you will not do it, then I will.
But your benevolence, I thought you're not supposed to come in here.
I've had it with your double talk.
I'm just explaining what you said to me back to you. Sorry, I didn't mean double talk, I meant lawyer talk. Oh, okay. Once, the strange customs of this kingdom are working in my favor. There's something under the banner. A microphone? What's this doing here? Is someone trying to record something with it? Huh. Well, I think that covers about everything here. Oh, hey, Emma.
Right, you shouldn't have come in here before the police.
Sorry, but I was in a hurry. I didn't do anything I wasn't supposed to. The benevolence can attest to that.
It is your fault for being so slow. I expect the police to work faster and more efficiently.
Yeah, by that you mean missing evidence, then sure.
Sorry. Well, Barbed Head, have you not already seen enough?
I guess it's about time I got back to the temple and go over everything I've learned. Sure. Back to the temple. I keep forgetting that's called temple.
The Tempule Temple. Welcome back, Mr. Wright. How did it go?
Unfortunately, I didn't find anything conclusive.
No way. I do not understand, Barbed Head.
What don't you understand?
Why you did not commit any misdeeds during your investigation. After all, lawyers ply their trade primarily through illicit means and methods.
What? Who told you that?
My mother. Are you saying she was wrong? No, that cannot be. You must have committed some sort of misdeed right under my nose.
Technically, we kinda did. If that was so, she wasted her whole day following me around. Oh. Updates.
What is it? Prosecutor Sadmadi has need of me.
What's going on? Well, I imagine we're probably getting another seance since there's been another body.
I must go perform a divination seance for Perez Alot. It is our custom for the prosecution to review its contents before a trial begins.
Can I be in the room for that as well? I see.
The third time will be the charm. My insights will finally bring you to your knees tomorrow. And I will teach the neophyte practitioner a lesson.
Looks like the Royal Priestess is back with a vengeance. She's made a full recovery from when we started the investigation earlier today. I look forward to seeing you in court, your benevolence.
Your overconfidence will be your downfall. You will not look so confident when I am finished with you tomorrow.
Actually, not really looking forward to seeing her tomorrow. Especially without any solid evidence.
Why don't we go over everything you know so far?
Alright. Well, let's see here. Acolyte Zalot was killed during the rite with Lady Kira's dagger. And Maya's fingerprints were found on it.
That doesn't sound very good.
I know. It's the very definition of being up a creek without a paddle. Believe you're missing a word from that phrase, Phoenix.
It's a naughty word, though. He was saying heck before.
Oh, yes, true, and probably shouldn't be saying that in front of Albie.
Yeah.
The day before his murder, Zalot enjoyed a meal with the High Priest, his wife, and Maya. I also learned about spirit channeling here in Kurain. None of that sounds very helpful. Oh, but I did hear something interesting. That the rebel-hunting Lady Kira might be working for the Justice Minister.
What? Really? Her kingdom is supposed to be ruled through faith and laws. We can't allow the people to be controlled by fear and violence.
Albie, that sounds like something a rebel might say.
Good, the bourgeoisie must die.
Holy shit! Radicalized in 2 seconds.
I mean, it does. But if that Lady Kira really is one of Minister Inga's subordinates, that would exonerate Miss Maya.
Unfortunately, I have no way of proving it in court.
Oh, that's too bad.
Oh, I almost forgot about the secret rebel hideout we found in the Inner Sanctum. The what?! There was a bloodstain inside. But I don't know if or how it's connected to this case, though. So the one detail we do know is that the water was red before the rite began, which suggests whatever happened in here had already transpired. And considering the position of the hands and the blood, it would make sense that the blood dripped into the river. Or, sorry, the thing feeding the spring. Wait. Hold on. I don't think I thought this through as much as I thought I did. So there's a bloodstain inside the sanctum
Uh-huh.
that must have happened before the High Priest died.
Uh-huh.
I guess Maya would have been knocked out, so if, like, Praise-a-Lot for some reason was up there... But no, didn't everyone see... I don't think there's any indication Praise-a-Lot actually left. But if the priest died... If both of them died after, where the fuck did that blood come from? Is there a third body somewhere?
Curiouser and curiouser.
Unless the person who was dressed up as Lady Kira... Washing the blood off in the spring would, yeah, be a bit poetic too, but... Because, like, the handprints and the blood, like, dripping over there made me initially think someone was, like, I don't know, Praise-a-Lot was bent forward and stabbed in the back of the neck there. I suppose that's not impossible, but, like, how in the fuck did no one see... How in the fuck did no one see the Praise-a-Lot left at some point and then was put back with the fucking thing in his neck? Yeah, maybe that could actually make sense. Okay.
Pretty suspicion, huh?
Yep, pretty big suspicion. But I don't know if or how it's connected to this case, though.
Wow, a secret room at the Inner Sanctum? That would be a huge hit with tourists. Blasphemous to the max.
This kid really is an entrepreneur at heart.
What I mean is that the hideout could be important to your case.
Maybe, but it's still too early to tell. Looks like I'm heading into court without any useful evidence.
I was at the price something appears during tomorrow's trial.
Princess Rafa's divination seance might be my only hope. There could be some new information in it that might help.
The divination seance? But I thought it always works against the accused.
Not always. Oh yeah, we already... Yep. Just another piece of evidence.
Really?
Dirk said that? How did you hear about that, Mr. Wright?
I never heard anyone say that before. It's hard to figure you out sometimes, sir.
Divination seances worked both ways before the Defense Culpability Act. It's only now that the people of Khura'in find it strange.
Mr. Wright, I just wanted to say, good luck tomorrow.
Thanks. Can't afford to lose this next one. Or I'm going to die. I've collected all sorts of information, but I haven't even started connecting the dots. If I could do that, I might have a shot at pulling off a win. Rafa's insights will be the deciding factor. It's a huge gamble, but it's all I've got. And to be continued. Yep. Do we want to call it here then, or poke into the case? Poke into the court at all?
Up to you, whatever you feel.
I could maybe go a little longer.
Okay.
like a little bit after midnight for you, I think.
Sure, that works for me.
Okie dokie. Like, yeah, realistically, this should probably just go straight into court, and then, okay, seance first, and, well, God, honestly, there might be a lot of talking before we get to that point, because I'm sure the game is gonna drive home, hey, you're on death row right now. Oh boy. Maya looks exhausted, and I can't blame her. Nick, I was thinking about it all day yesterday. I never properly asked you to defend me, did I? It doesn't matter. I'm on this case till the bitter end. I know. That's why I wanted to officially ask you for your help. You got it, Maya. Let's do this. We gotta wrap this up and get back home so you can make your dream show come true. Steel Samurai versus the Blue Punisher, right? You bet. Why haven't they done a crossover like this before? Do they hate money?
You looked as though you did not sleep last night, Barbed Head. It is written all over your face. How can you expect to put up a respectable defense like that?
I'm all fired up and raring to go. Guess Maya's not the only one looking exhausted. Rafa doesn't seem in the best of spirits herself.
Go ahead, feign confidence now while you are still able. Or I will see to it that your last rites are read to you this day.
Guess it was just my imagination. Must have been the wind. Ready, Nick? Okay, Maya. Let's head on in. Okay, good. I'm glad that was reasonably short, because, like, yeah, like, especially with very little evidence to go off, it's like, let's actually, like, get into things for day 2.
Oh, then, if everyone's ready.
The defense is ready, Your Majesty. The prosecution is ready. Let us begin without further delay.
Oh, no prayers this time, Prosecutor Sadmati.
I already offered my prayers for the latest victim during my visit to the crime scene. Being that the accused has already been found guilty of the first murder, let us hasten this trial so we may put this dead lawyer walking out of his misery.
I could not agree more. In yesterday's trial, the accused was already found guilty of murdering the High Priest. And today, she will be tried for the murder of his disciple, Perez Zalot. Now then, Prosecutor Sadmati, your opening statement, if you would.
Certainly. The accused has now slain 2 of the most devout clergymen in Khurainism. I guess I'm conveniently forgetting for a moment, I also accuse them of being rebels, but nevertheless. Even the lowest level of hell, the hell of tickling, would not be punishment enough.
Gulp. Then, what terrible fate awaits her?
Balgilpercon. Balgilpercon Hell, a realm of eternal agony. There she will suffer the endless punishment of Jagar by the Galoon of Pulmoten. Furthermore, good...
Enough!
Thank you, Judge.
My blood runs cold at the mere thought that such a terrible place exists.
I was gonna ask for a translation, but on second thought, ignorance is bliss. Agreed.
Now then, please continue, minus the part about the terrible hell awaiting the accused.
As you wish. The victim of this heinous crime was the High Priest's disciple, Perezalot. He had been training under the High Priest while living at the priest's home.
I'd met him a number of times, and he seemed like an earnest young man. How tragically he met such a terrible end.
The murder occurred at the Plaza of Devotion during the Purification Rite. It was a bold crime carried out while the plaza was full of the faithful deep in prayer. The Warbar dagger was found impaled in the victim's upper back. The stabbing caused a spinal cord injury that killed him instantly.
Ah, the Warbod dagger. Meek hero's weapon of choice.
We have already established that the accused prints were on the weapon. Incredibly damning evidence in itself. No, I didn't do it! Hold your tongue. Now, being that the accused, Mayafe, is a serial killer, the prosecution believes that the death penalty is the only possible sentence.
Will the defense care to respond?
The accused is innocent, and nothing can convince me otherwise. After all, the crime scene was packed with worshippers. How could my client possibly have committed this murder without a single witness? The accused's fingerprints on the murder weapon alone is enough to render a verdict. As such, I see no need to debate this any further. But...
Well, once her benevolence conducts her seance, it will be clear for all to
okay, good.
see.
Good. Your Majesty, might I have a word?
There's something that matters, Prosecutor Sadmati.
It is about the divination seance.
Your benevolence.
I think I need to get my popcorn out.
Stop right there, Prosecutor Sadmati.
As you wish. Forgive me for overstepping my bounds. What was that all about?
Barbed head, have you made peace with your fate? For this time, the divination seance will bring you to your knees.
I'm ready, and I accept your challenge. The only problem is, I have no weapons at my disposal. Our only hope now is what we can glean from the seance vision and Rafer's insights.
Very well. The divination seance, if you please, your benevolence.
Yes, let us begin.
It's going to be a completely black screen because his eyes were closed and looking at the rug. Well, that was very helpful. We're going to see the dance
Oh,
again.
Holy Mother,
Probably,
we
yeah.
hold this divination seance in your name. Let the eyes of everyone here be clear, and our ears be unstopped. O dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
Yep. Probably should have had another break in amongst this if we were going to go this long, but...
It's fine.
Super quick break while she dances? Nah. Probably not enough time to actually do that. Oh, okay, thank you, game. Hey, did you know you can skip it? Oh, it's doing that because I'm pressing things outside of the screen. I guess it's just detecting that an input's there, so someone's trying to skip. I wonder why Sadmati was... We don't really know how he'd react if a seance, like, up front was not, beneficial to him. So I don't have precedence to say, oh, he'd try and stop her doing the seance, or he'd just accept the seance being done anyway and work around it. Huh? Oh. Does she not know his real name? I don't get it. Why wasn't there anything to see?
Your benevolence? What in the world? Ugh. I was unable to evoke any sort of response. I called out the spirit's name many times, but to no avail.
Just as I thought. Wait, what does he know that we don't? I had sought to confirm the contents of today's divination seance. After all, it is customary for the prosecutor to verify it beforehand. Come to think of it... yes, I... Prosecutor to review its contents before a trial begins. Yeah, thank you. And that is why I sought to stop her benevolence from performing it here. However, she insisted that it be done. She wished to try one more time here in the Hall of Justice.
Would appear her benevolence is tired from her manifold duties.
Oh, I'm sorry. I am thinking of spirit channeling, actually. You need to know the face and the name.
Yeah.
It might also apply here? I mean, it would definitely be interesting an interesting wrinkle immediately to be like, actually, his name is not Perez a lot.
I am not anything of the sort. The victim's spirit will not answer my call, but I know not why. It is my sacred duty to convey the truth through the divination seance.
Rafa.
What are we to do without a divination seance?
I suppose I shall have to deliver the last rites without them. The prosecution has already taken that into account when preparing for today. I am fully capable of proving the accused's guilt with or without a divination seance.
You never failed to impress, Prosecutor Sadmati.
This is bad. The divination seance is my one and only hope. Your Majesty, her benevolence said she isn't tired. So shouldn't we try to find out why the divination seance failed?
How curious, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, like, even if my understanding of the mechanics is actually being misapplied here, it is still probably of note that, like, hey, that didn't work. That should probably be, like, thought about a bit more than not at all.
Why have you suddenly taken such a keen interest in the divination seance?
Yes, explain yourself. The divination seance is for shedding light on the accused's crimes. It is the Holy Mother's hammer of wrath that is ever poised to pound you into your grave. You should fear it, not plead for it.
I believe in my client. Plus, yesterday, somebody told me something that changed my mind. The divination seance was once thought of as just another piece of evidence. If we were to correctly interpret the visions through careful analysis, then they would lead us to the truth behind what really happened. And the truth will show that my client, Maya Fey, is innocent. The truth is, you don't have anything else to fall back on, huh, Nick? Maya, please, you're not helping.
How dare you? The voice of a Mitama is to be feared, not utilized by vile lawyers such as yourself.
Seances exact a heavy toll upon the royal priestess. It would be best not to burden her any further. Or does the defense feel that it can pose no counter-arguments without the seance? No, of course not. He saw right through me. I'll have to find a way to make the divination seance happen or we're toast.
Well, since the divination seance is not possible at this time, I see no other choice. Let us proceed with the trial without the seance, as Prosecutor Sadmonti suggested.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Why, you. I will not forget this barbed head.
Why are you blaming him? He wants to help you do...
This will not be the last you see of me.
Wait, we're not... Okay. Why are we not... Fucking... Phoenix brings up a great point and people just talked around it and now we're just going back to... Okay. Now then, I will now proceed by providing an outline of the case at hand.
Very well, if the lead detective would please come to the stand, we may begin.
Sorry, Mr. Wright.
Detective Sky, I understand how you would wish to save the accused and the defense. They are your friends, after all. But you must let them go, and move on.
But...
There is only one way to save them now. By giving their souls the chance to burn away the taint of their sins in the infernal flames.
Oh, I can't do this.
No eating in the sacred hall of justice.
Miss Sky,
Yes?
don't worry about me and Nick. You just do your job. I'm sure Nick will figure something out, eventually.
Right. Thanks, Miss Fey.
How very brave for a criminal with a tainted soul. Very well, Detective Sky. Please proceed.
Okay, I can do this. Let me start with an overview of this case.
I think we'll get to the testimony, or the cross-examination, and then end it.
Sounds good.
Overview of the second murder.
Well, the latest victim was Perez a lot. He had been training under the High Priest and living in his house for the past 2 years. The High Priest's widow, Believe in Me, has identified the victim's body. He may have been mistaken for a rebel and killed due to his connection to the High Priest.
I see. Well, that certainly makes sense. Will the defense care to respond?
I didn't spot any inconsistencies in her testimony so far. I don't have any evidence in my arsenal. What am I going to do now? What is it, Maya? I was just wondering about how much the police actually looked into Acolyte Zalot. Because it just might prove to be the key as to why the divination seance failed. What are you getting at? Well, it's just a hunch. Wait a second. During my investigation, Rafa told me about how this divination seance works. I could figure out why it failed. Okay, hold on a second. Maybe she could try it again. Okay, time to press for some more information. Okay, hold. Yeah, so I was thinking, like, okay, we're definitely not getting to the seance anytime soon, so fuck it. If I'll keep an eye on the time because we won't go for much longer. But if we do get a hint that the seance might happen, then yeah, I'm down to go until then. But again, I'll keep.
I mean, do you want to know the answer to that?
Oh yeah, structurally, yeah. Why not?
It'll be a minute before we get the seance.
Okay. Let's leave it here then. Damn it.
Okay.
Yeah, because like,
yeah,
because
sorry.
it'd be a good place to stop because it's a good piece of information to chew on. But like, yeah, if it's gonna take a bit, then yeah, no.
It's like I think we have to go through this cross-examination, and then there's like a pretty long like stretch of dialogue, and then something, we start to gesture towards the seance again.
Right, because something out of this conversation will raise a bunch of questions, and we'll discuss them, and then someone will finally like either bring up that this might be why the seance failed, or maybe they have a different reason to try the seance again.
Yeah, I would say like if we kept playing, it probably be at least half an hour before we got there.
Yeah, I think I'll save it for next time. I can feel myself kind of. I didn't really sleep that well, so yeah. I think it's kind of. Oh no, I got to go to bed early tonight because I got to get up early tomorrow. So, I'll just go to bed like a little earlier than I intend to. It's all good. And it's more like the kind of tired that's like I just don't want to be on stream performing, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that totally makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, Jesus Christ, these trials are long. Or these cases, rather. Yeah, like, I think I've got a better idea of what's actually going to happen. It seems like, Belieb was, would it have been the rebel? Yeah, like, the stuff in the Inner Sanctum was a hideout for the rebels, so the person who has access to it would probably be a rebel, which would make it would make sense that it would be Belieb because of the connection with the plumed Punisher. And because of that, well, yeah. So this is the bit I can't quite untangle, because she could be, Lady Kira. She would usually have access to all of the things required to be able to hunt down the rebels. Like, she has access to the Tome of Secrets, she has access to the clothing and that. Like, that seems to make sense. Or she would have access to that. Oh, hang on. Maybe I'm conflating being in possession of the Tome of Secrets with the costume. I'm not really sure. Either way, there's that side, right? There seems to be something suggesting she's Lady Kira. And there's also something to suggest she's a rebel, given the Plumed Punisher stuff in the Inner Sanctum, which obviously is a big part of the Rite of Purification, which is related to the stuff that she does with her husband. But yeah, those don't quite connect. They strike me as either mutually exclusive or she's a double agent of some kind.
Right.
Because she can't... It doesn't make sense that she would be the rebel hunter and also a rebel. But people could be convinced that she's on either side. And that then... And because of this confusion I'm having, it makes the rest of it even more complicated. Because now I'm wondering, like, well... Why the arrow and the letter? Like, if she was a rebel and her husband and Praise-a-Lot weren't, because again, I've got this instinct that Sadmati's missing something regarding that, or just using that to his advantage, using that as framing to his advantage. Why would she suddenly turn on them or kill them? And if she was actually the rebel hunter and they were the rebels, why was some of the why does there seem to be a connection between her and the hideout? And like
Interesting.
yeah, and more than just like, oh, she went in there to plant the microphone we know is in there. But like, no, there's Plumed Punisher stuff in the cavern or in the hideout. So that suggests more than a casual connection to it. But then I don't even know if I believe she was the one that killed them. But again, with the, you know, economy of character and all that, she's the only living person other than Maya who is not like, you know, Sadmati, Phoenix, Albi. Like, there are very few characters that it could have been, so it does seem to line up from that. Oh man, I don't know how intentional it is and if I'm like reading too much into things, but like I like how like really confusing this kind of is. Because there's clearly connections, and all of them, like, they make vague sense next to one another, but, like, they also kind of overlap in ways that contradict one another in some cases.
In interesting ways.
Yes, very interesting. Oh, sorry, interesting.
Interesting. And I got some bad news for you, Orphe.
Oh yeah.
It won't be next week. We'll be dealing with this 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm actually kind of glad I didn't hit the seance now that I think about it, because if I hit the seance and I'd need to think about it a lot, then like that would probably be worse. But
yeah,
like mystery setup, seances, we've been robbed of the seance, and I'm like, okay, I can live with that, and I'm not like going, no, what is next? Like, yeah. Yes, to get into that, that is not going to be happening next weekend. I think, the weekend after should be okay. Well, obviously that's a ways off, but...
Most likely, yes. I will be at a tournament in the daytime. I will probably be back in... You know what? We could just do it on your Saturday, on the 16th instead of the 17th.
Is that gonna work? I think...
If you have it free.
Yeah.
Just that way I wouldn't be rushed getting home on my 16th or 17th.
Yeah, which would definitely be better.
Oh, we got 2 weeks to discuss it. We can work something out.
Yeah, I think Luca's working that weekend, which means we can't do no sleep on the one day we both have off. So that might actually work then. Yeah. Okay, no, that works. but obviously, yeah, we'll discuss it closer to the day. So yeah, as for this week, a lot of stuff happening at work right now. I was wiped out on Friday. I'm probably going to be wiped out most of this week because a lot of shit is shuffling around, so I'm going to be tired as hell. I will try and fit in some 1000 X resist because we got to a very interesting point in the narrative there, and then I have not had the energy to fucking stream, which is very annoying. But yeah, we'll try and get that done then this coming week, or this weekend coming, we'll be doing more No Sleep for Konami Date on Saturday. And then Sunday, if we're not doing Ace Attorney, that might be a good slot for the new MSQ for 7.3 and 14. Because, yeah, that's out this weekend, yeah. The final installment of Dawn Trail, and those patches have been cooking. I have criticisms, but the story they are actually telling is interesting, and everyone, a lot more people seem to be on board with it, which is generally a good sign. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see how it unfolds. We were also told that it's a little bit longer than the other patches in terms of story, which kind of makes sense. Obviously, it's wrapping things up and hinting at what's next. So I might need to set aside a fair bit of time for it. Which means I'll probably have to get up early. It's always a fucking challenge. But yeah, that should be this week. Hopefully some 1000 X resist. And then No Sleep for Konami Date and 14 over the weekend. Yeah. I
gotta play that game so I can watch your stream. But I was staring longingly at the live notification all night last night.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the rare occurrence of me getting to a game before you have.
Yeah, it's a mix of still playing through 100 line and not being the most financially solvent right now. So.
Oh yeah.
But soon. I will get to it and I will play it, and then I will be able to watch your stuff and weigh in on all your cool theories.
Hell yeah.
I hear it's more like a hangout game. It's fully a comedy game with the plot being very secondary. But honestly, I'm totally chill with a hangout game set in this universe with these characters.
Yeah, that's definitely the impression I've gotten so far. Granted, we've had one puzzle gameplay section and one let's just talk to people section, and it's definitely felt a lot more segmented, a la a bit more like a Zero Escape, where there's your puzzle room and then there's there's some time to actually discuss with characters and that. And yeah, kind of getting a little worried about some of the writing in the puzzle sections that I imagine is probably more to do with the format and trying to involve a lot more, trying to get more dialogue. Hang on, sorry, what am I trying to say? The proportion of dialogue that is actually about the gameplay mechanic and puzzle at hand is a lot higher than it was in other games, because the puzzles are a little bit more just fully puzzles, but the second we left that, it was it was back. It felt just back in either of the other two games. So me and Luca left that first gameplay section going, okay, yeah, there's definitely some rough edges on this one. And first scene we did after that was just okay, no, we're good. It just might be the puzzle sections that are a bit odd. The rest of the game has been fantastic. So
yeah, which honestly is keeping with AI1. AI1's some of the dialogue in the puzzle sections was funny, but sometimes when it was trying to give you hints, it was this only makes sense to the brain of Uchikoshi.
Yeah, and I think Iris being the one in the first puzzle, or the primary focus of the first puzzle, was definitely a choice for the tutorial. What is effectively the tutorial, but Yeah, haven't seen the other sections yet. Although, yeah, there's been the implication that we might be in control of a character I really do not want to be in control of, but we'll see what happens.
I'll ask you about that in a sec, okay? I have suspicion.
Yeah, we probably know. But, yeah, it doesn't look like there's anyone to raid either, so I think we'll just end it here. Yeah, so, thank you very much for watching live on the VODs. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a lovely day, and I hope to see you all next time.
Bye, everyone.